First time holding a gun, I hit a perfect score from 6 kilometers away, but I was permanently banned from touching any weapons the day I awakened my power. Not only is the armory locked down 24/7 for me, even toy guns are listed as contraband for me. It's all because my class activation requirement is actually to fire a total of 100 million rounds. Instructors took turns persuading me to quit this class. Even top military officials agreed that this is an impossible mission to pull off, so I've been holed up at school for 5 whole years, refusing to graduate no matter what, because only the school's virtual training room is available for me to use. And today is the day. I've already fired 99,909 bullets. Only 100 more to go. I take a deep breath right now, grab the machine gun next to me, and fire wildly at the target wall. It's been 5 full years in this world invaded by games, where monsters are everywhere. Only 30% of all adults can awaken a class. Every year, thousands of awakened people die on the battlefield. You can imagine how thick-skinned I had to be these 5 years to stubbornly refuse to graduate. Just then, familiar mocking voices come from behind me. I don't even need to turn around to know it's a few successfully awakened students from school here to gawk again. Senior Zeng faking hard work again. My little brother is 2 years younger than you, and he's already in an awakened university. You're still here playing with toy guns. A guy with dyed blonde hair says snarkily. I ignore him and keep focusing on shooting. I've heard way too much of this mockery over the past 5 years. I learned long ago to turn this noise into motivation. The last bullet is fired. Ding. Congratulations on completing your class activation mission. The system has calculated that during your class activation period, you fired 100 million bullets. You've achieved a feat no one has ever done before, and no one will ever repeat. Your class strength is boosted to the maximum level. You have successfully activated a God-tier class, Sky Realm Gunner. Class talent, Mechanical Ascension. Your class skills include all gun-type awakened skills across all classes. Your information cannot be viewed by force. You take no damage from your own skills. Passive skill, Global Armory. When low on energy, you can cast one skill with 0 cost. Active skill, Annihilation Ray. Drop 18 energy rays with a diameter of 100 meters from the sky. Attack according to the user's will. And lock onto enemies. All my skills are awakened skills. Is this what using a cheat feels like? I'm absolutely over the moon right now. I head straight to the Secret Realm Hall to take the graduation exam. The hall is packed with people and loud chatter right now. Countless newly awakened users are here to challenge the exam. Next, a staff member yells without looking up. When I step forward, the surrounding area goes silent for a second, then bursts into whispers. He didn't even take the pre-assessment, and he dares to walk in here. Doesn't look special at all. 80% chance he got in through connections. So full of himself. Think he can actually awaken a good class. Probably gonna make a fool of himself soon. I ignore all these comments and walk straight to the teleportation array. A flash of light passes. I'm teleported to the goblin secret realm. It's a vast forest, with a goblin castle standing tall in the distance. Other awakened users around are already teaming up to grind monsters. But no one wants to team up with a loser who just awakened their class. That works out perfectly. I can test my new skill's power. I walk up to a high slope, hold up my thumb to measure the distance, and finally lock my target on the center of the goblin castle. Annihilation Ray. As soon as those short words leave my mouth, violent energy particle fluctuations erupt across the entire area. 18 massive 100-meter-wide energy pillars drop from the sky and slam violently into the goblin castle. Boom! The energy pillars spin and spread out, obliterating everything in their path. Thousands of goblin troops vanish in an instant. The surviving students run for their lives in absolute terror. My EXP bar skyrockets like crazy. Ding. Congratulations, your level has increased to level 41. One shot to level 41, hell yeah. Then I activate my storage bracelet and sweep up tens of thousands of equipment and items on the ground, along with that golden, shiny SSS grade clearance. Token in an instant. When I exit the collapsed secret realm, the entire hall is dead silent. Everyone is staring at me like I'm a monster. The clipboard in the staff member's hand clatters to the floor. The staff member stammers. SSS a grade evaluation. How is that possible? Meanwhile, in the teacher's office of Jiangchuan Middle School, the atmosphere is a little subtle. No, the atmosphere is a little awkward. Several teachers are huddled together discussing the matter. How do we persuade this useless repeating student to drop out? I think he's just a straight-up coward scared of death. If he stays any longer, he'll ruin our school's reputation. Yeah, we gotta find a way to make him quit voluntarily. Right at this moment, the office door is pushed open. I walk inside. Teacher Chin, I want to apply for graduation. I take the token carved with dragon patterns. That's fully golden and place it lightly on the table. The 5 glaring S letters on the token make the entire office go dead silent instantly. The teachers who were just chatting loudly earlier have completely frozen expressions right now. S-class clearance token. They suck in a sharp breath of air. Their looks turn from contempt to total shock. Sorry, it took me so many years repeating grades to get this rating. I guess I slacked off too much. I say with a sigh. As soon as I finish speaking, all the teachers' faces darken immediately. They are roaring with anger inside their heads. I don't pay any more attention to them. I wave goodbye and leave the school. With such an overpowered cheat ability, college is no longer my top priority. Then I open up the skill tree interface. The skill tree on the panel unfolds slowly. Its outstretched branches are covered with unique awakening abilities one after another. I select 2 new skills. First, Riot Slaughter. Passive skill. All bullets come with explosion effects. Snap your fingers to detonate all bullets that hit targets. Explosion power increases with your strength stat. Every 100 strength points equals 1 ton of TNT. 100% armor penetration effect. Second, Quantum Leap. Mobility skill. Step on the moonlight. Flash through the air at high speed. Allows instant short-range teleport. 1 dashboard. Air double jump. After activating this super speed mobility skill, your body enters quantum state. Untargetable for 10 seconds. Learning these 2 skills costs a full 200 million purple gold coins. But I'm not worried at all. I open the trading house. I take all the tens of thousands of gear and items I just got from the Goblin Secret Realm and list them all for sale at a 10% discount. Almost right away. My personal panel is flooded with successful transaction notifications. My account balance soars to 340 million. After learning the 2 skills, I then spend over 100 million more to buy a full set of legendary grade equipment and a pair of dual pistols with unlimited bullet perk. With the buff from the full set of equipment, my stats get an unprecedented huge boost. My strength stat reaches an amazing 2,150 points. There's an emergency at Blackrock Volcano. I don't even bother going to the teleport array. I directly activate Quantum Leap. My figure turns into a stream of light and speeds towards Blackrock Volcano 200 kilometers away. Below, a group of newly graduated students are struggling to fight level 10+ monsters. They only see a blurry figure moving way too fast to recognize. Flash past right above their heads. The air shockwave from under his feet actually hits the elite monster they fought for ages and shatters it into pieces in an instant. Holy shit, that OP player one-shotted the mob just by passing by. The students are all completely dumbfounded and fight over the drops the boss left behind. I soon arrive at Blackrock Volcano. Level 60 monsters are everywhere here. As soon as I land, a level 60 obsidian giant shoots laser from its eyes. The fire spirit rhino next to it spits out venom. Dozens of attacks come pouring over from far away. I just stand there quietly. My body suddenly turns ghostly and intangible. All attacks pass right through my body and explode on the mountain behind me with a loud bang. Quantum state is pretty cool indeed. After the 10-second invincibility ends, I draw my dual pistols from my waist. The monsters instantly sense the threat of death. They turn to run, but it's already too late. My dual pistols spit out a heavy rain of fire and riddle the entire monster horde with holes instantly. As the EXP bar keeps jumping up, I level up twice in a row. But I'm not satisfied at all. Normal mobs are still way too weak. I turn my gaze towards the distance, towards the huge towering volcano, where 10 Lord-grade Supreme treasures are located. Meanwhile, inside the volcano, a 100-man elite squad on the verge of collapse is being besieged by tens of thousands of monsters. No reinforcements can get here. This is the end for us. Everyone, attention. Prepare to fight back. Cover the left side with fire. Don't retreat. Hold on, there's no way back. They're coming again. The squad leader roars in despair. But it's already too late. They are now completely surrounded by monsters. At that moment, a figure strolled in leisurely, twirling a pair of guns gracefully in his hands, like he was taking a walk in his own backyard. There's the Lord's heavenly might domain here. Once you enter, you can't escape with regular methods. Hurry and call backup for us, someone yelled at me. I ignored them and walked into the battlefield under everyone's terrified gazes. Everyone's heart sank to the bottom right at this moment. The worst feeling is getting hope only to have it snuffed out immediately. They had been counting on outside support, but now that hope was completely gone, and they'd even get a reckless kid killed for nothing. Sujo glanced at the extremely flustered crowd from afar. The next second, he used Quantum Leap to launch forward and charged straight into the monster horde. Sujo's 2 submachine guns spouted endless streams of fire, spraying a hail of bullets in every direction. Shell casings rained all over the area like they were free. Glowing bullets shot towards the ferocious beasts all around. Normally speaking, Lord monsters have about 50 times the stats of small monsters here. For example, the river crab in Honor of Kings, compared to the Overlord and the Tyrant, or the river crab in League of Legends and Baron Nashor. This is for MOBA mobile games, designed for fair matches. So the gap between Lord monsters and small monsters isn't that big. In many traditional online games, Lord monsters' stats are always 100 or even 1,000 times that of small monsters. The small monsters in the open world are as squishy as the max star God Abyss boss is tanky. Humans can only compare stats with other humans of the same race. A monster's attack and defense stats can likewise only be compared with other monsters. A monster's race determines how strong it is. Even a level 300 goblin can't have attack and defense stats over 100,000. Ancestral Dragon, Origin Phoenix, Prime Kirin, even at level 100, can easily one-shot a level 300 goblin. A 3-year-old human child and a 3-year-old tiger are in no way comparable. No matter how old a human is, a tiger's physical strength is totally overpowered. Monster info. Name, Lava Behemoth Lord, level 60. ATK, 246,583. PDF, 94 Thor 372. MDef of 21282. Skills: Earth Rift, Burst Lava. Group Resurrection, Lava Shield, Heavenly Might. Description: they look like ancient dinosaurs and feed on magma all year round. As high-ranking lords, they are unable to fly. Name: Small Lava Beast, level 60. ATK 5901. PDF 4089. MDef 3031. Skills: Blazing Heat, Venom. Triple Flame Burst, Self-Destruct. Description: monsters that devour magma all year round. They love following orders from the lava behemoths. Swisher, 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 it Shell casings flew all over the sky. What everyone saw before their eyes didn't look like monster hunting at all, but a gorgeous display of movement and shooting art. Sujo spun upside down in mid-air, arms outstretched, firing non-stop at his surroundings. This wasn't a life-or-death fight against monsters anymore. It was straight up a total massacre, with the boost from his full set of legendary gear. Small monsters got turned into Swiss cheese instantly. Elite monsters were so shot up they couldn't believe what was happening, and didn't dare step forward to die. The lava behemoth lords got hit by thousands of bullets. They let out furious roars, spitting out magma orbs to attack. A half-moon arc suddenly appeared in the air. Sujo dodged every single attack. In the blink of an eye, he instantly teleported to different areas and kept launching powerful attacks. Bung 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 bung. The entire area was filled with the sound of gunfire and the crisp clink of shell casings hitting the ground. He's so strong. Everyone present's jaws almost hit the floor. Not only was his firepower terrifyingly powerful, when it came to movement ability, even Sixth Awakening experts don't have this broken of a movement skill. What's even more impressive? Under such dense gunfire, he didn't hit any of them at all. This mysterious expert's marksmanship is absolutely top tier. Let's retreat quickly. The male team leader told everyone to retreat first. He finally understood why this guy dared to come alone. To the area their 100-man team only dared to challenge together, because his firepower alone is equal to an entire division. Everyone finally realized now wasn't the time to watch the experts show. They quickly escaped the volcano, the most dangerous place inside. Roar. 10 lava behemoth lords let out roars. All their injuries were fully healed. All the small monsters that had been blown to pulp resurrected. All the monsters looked at Sujo, with eyes full of killing intent. They wanted to execute this human in the most scorching way possible. Bro, hurry up and get out of there. These lava beasts' recovery ability has been boosted by an insane amount. A bunch of people appeared at the top opening inside the volcano. They were the 100-man squad that had escaped earlier. Even though Sujo is super strong, but these monsters' regeneration abilities are straight up insane. They're impossible to beat. Otherwise, their experienced 100-person team wouldn't have almost been wiped out. Why don't you guys stay further away? Want to watch my art show? Sujo leaped to the volcano's protruding rock on the mountainside. He tucked 2 submachine guns at his waist and stopped attacking. The crowd above heard these words and were totally confused. The monsters below roared non-stop at Sujo, trying to attack and knock him off. Art is explosion. Sujo snapped his fingers lightly. All the monsters suddenly fell silent. They could feel every bullet inside their bodies, surging with unprecedented massive energy. That sound was extra clear to the people at the volcano's upper opening. All the monsters' bodies split open, bursting with countless rays of light. Run! Run fast! The male team leader sensed something was wrong and yelled at the top of his lungs. The team's array master quickly activated the array to teleport them thousands of miles away. Sujo's strength exceeded 2,000. Each bullet had explosive power equal to 20 tons of TNT. Tens of thousands of bullets are scattered inside these monsters and the volcano's inner walls. Boom, 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 boom. Massive explosions spread out at the exact same time. The power of each bullet stacked layer upon layer, creating an epic explosion from the inside out. Black Rock Volcano is an extinct volcano with no magma, but right now it was displaying the most dazzling eruption ever. The second the explosion went off, everyone's vision was practically swallowed by light. The blast had the same power as 10 nuclear bombs detonating all at once. A huge mushroom cloud billowed out of the volcano crater. The entire volcano body kept cracking and exploding one after another. Ejected giant rocks turned into magma and crashed into the nearby ground like meteors. This area looked like it was being hit by a natural disaster of flying fire meteors. Boom, boom, boom. The entire Black Rock volcano area was completely razed to the ground. Nearby monsters were instantly vaporized by the heat wave's high temperature. Holy shit, this Lord Monster map just got erased entirely. The escaped 100-person team gazed from afar at the rising mushroom cloud. Their pupils shrank to the smallest size in shock. They recognized, this must be the awakening skill of that gun expert just now. You killed level 60 Obsidian Giant, gained 10,234 EXP. You killed level 60 Capo Fire Rabbit, gained 11,021 EXP. You killed Pebble Spirit Cheetah, gained 0 EXP. Target level too low, no EXP awarded. You killed level 60 Capo Fire Rabbit, gained 12,019 EXP. Congratulations, you've reached level 43. 10 attribute points automatically assigned per Gunslinger class rules. Congratulations, you've reached level 44. 10 attribute points automatically assigned per Gunslinger class rules. Congratulations, you've reached level 50. 10 attribute points automatically assigned per Gunslinger class rules. The monster's deaths made his personal EXP bar skyrocket once again, but Sujo kept frowning deeply. He was confused why only low-level monsters on the outer edge of Black Rock Volcano died. Yet none of the lords and monsters inside the central volcano triggered a single kill notification. That's why he didn't level up straight to level 60. Hey expert, can I ask which guild you're from? Thanks a lot for helping us out this time. After the after effects of the explosion faded, the male team leader brought his members over to thank Sujo. Besides expressing gratitude, the team leader also had his own little plan. Later, he could say that to thank the expert for saving their lives, he'd like to treat him to a meal. That would be another chance to meet the expert again. This expert must be at least an elder of a big guild, maybe even at the guildmaster level. Could he be an expert from the Mechanical Alliance? That's one of the strongest guilds in the Imperial capital, right? I get it now. Gunslingers are the real ranged DPS. I'm an archer. My firepower can't even compare to this gun expert's. The male and female team members behind whispered among themselves. Many of the female team members looked at Sujo, their hearts beating fast with crushes, judging from the heroic look between his brows and his overall aura. He's definitely a total hottie. As everyone was talking, the ground started shaking violently again. The Black Rock volcano, which had already been blown into a giant crater, started spewing endless black demonic energy from underground. The 100-person team members sensed this demonic energy, and the hair on their entire bodies stood on end. The reason they almost died here this time was because the monsters in this area had somehow been infected with this demonic energy and became abnormally strong. And now the source of this demonic energy had appeared. A 100-meter-tall giant skull broke through the ground from 10,000 meters under Black Rock volcano. Around the giant skull, all are the souls of the lava behemoths that just died. Is this our unexpected bonus? Sujo drew his dual pistol's death size again. It's all because this boss was here. That stopped him from gaining EXP to level up. But it looks like a good thing now. If we can defeat this monster, we'll definitely get way more powerful items. Everyone looked up. They were so scared they almost knelt down directly. This thing that emerged from the deep underground of Black Rock volcano is an extremely powerful undead monster. Monster info. Name: Necro Knighthead, level 366. Attack, level gap is too large. Cannot be viewed. Physical defense, level gap is too large. Cannot be viewed. Magic defense, level gap is too large. Cannot be viewed. Skills, level gap is too large. Cannot be viewed. Description: Ancient Lord. The Necro Knight had his head cut off and became the Headless Knight. This is the important lost head of the Necro Knight, a level 300 plus boss lord that is related to the super powerful Necro Knight. Everyone present watched in despair at the huge skull above. The Necro Knight is an evil spirit that wreaks havoc within the national territory. Its power matches the disaster beasts that threaten Tianlong Kingdom. I heard the elders of the top 10 guilds joined forces recently and lost 6 great sages in the fight before they finally killed the Necro Knight. Although the Necro Knight is eliminated now, no one expected his head to hide here, to gestate and be reborn. That explains it. No wonder the lava behemoths in this area have become so absurdly powerful. It's because they got exposed to the aura of the Necro head and grew even stronger. Even ordinary monsters only need a tiny bit of evil spirit aura to get super strong. It's enough to wipe out a 100-person squad easily. Are you ready to die? Faint blue will-o'-the-wisps lit up in the Necro head's empty eye sockets. The evil spirit's furious roar made everyone else turn pale with fear. This isn't even a matter of trying our best or not. Their levels are not even equal to the last digit of this Necro head's level. Great, dark sky. The Necro head opened its big mouth and spewed out a large mass of darkness. All creatures trapped in the great dark sky skill cannot escape. The large swathe of darkness covered the sky and kept spreading outwards. It even turned thousands of miles around into night. Black Rock City, thousands of miles away, had many residents watching the sky turn dark, with terrified eyes. It was bright daylight just now. How did it turn into night in the blink of an eye? What's going on here? It's dark as the apocalypse coming. Fierce beasts. There are fierce beasts near Black Rock City. If the Awakeners made such a big commotion, they would have informed us in advance. Don't tell me fierce beasts are attacking our city. Calm down, everyone. We have the city lord with us. Nothing bad will happen. Don't panic first, everyone. Oh, why am I not an Awakener? I'm just a regular person. Every time something this scary happens, I'm just like a tiny bug. I can't do anything but worry every time this happens. Where is the city lord? Go ask the city lord what's going on, quick. The nearby Black Rock City is completely wrapped in darkness. The local residents inside are terrified that some peerless monster has arrived. After the game merged with reality, every country has threats, like undead, evil spirits, and disaster beasts that endanger human survival. These things will keep appearing. As unarmed ordinary people, they don't even have the ability to run away. Black Rock City Wall. This is the skill of the Necro Knight. Wasn't this undead already eliminated? A burly, well-built man with a bushy beard stood on the city wall gazing into the distance. His heart was filled with unease. If the Necro Knight is resurrected, he's not strong enough to deal with it. This is kind of interesting. The broken part of an undead monster escaped to the vicinity of our city. On the other side, an old man in a martial arts hanfu with white hair and beard, mumbled with his hands behind his back. This is the previous Black Rock City Lord. Old City Lord. Aren't you preparing to break through the 6th class advancement barrier? Why did you come out too? The middle-aged City Lord would never have noticed him if he hadn't heard the old man's voice. After he realized the old City Lord had arrived, he went forward to greet him respectfully. Now that an undead monster has appeared, we can't just stand by and do nothing. The old City Lord narrowed his eyes slightly and stroked his goatee to be on the safe side. First, contact the Awakeners from other cities to come over and support us. Black Rock Volcanic Zone. A blood-red moon hangs high in the sky. The necromancer's skull opens wide, its bony jaw letting out a fierce roar. Rise, my monsters. As soon as he finishes speaking, the previously dead lava behemoth and all other monsters revive in ghost form. Boom, boom, boom. After the lava behemoth revives, it becomes a wraith wrapped in ghost fire. Dark purple flames erupt from the ground, shooting all the way up to the highest sky. Monster info. Name, Ghost. Lava Behemoth, Lord level 60. ATK 286583. PDEF 74372. MDEF 14180. Skills. Evil Zone Rift. Netherworld Burst 9-fold Ghost Fire. Description. Lord Monster revived by the Necromancer Skull. Sworn to burn down the entire world. Monster info. Name. Evil Ghost Fire Wraith, level 60. ATK 6 out of 11. TDEF 30851. MDEF 4899. Skill. Nether Ghost Fire. Curse Blood. Ghost Fire Resurrection. Description. Lord Monster revived by the Necromancer Skull. Sworn to burn down the entire world. These monsters got even stronger. The 100-man squad saw these monster stats. They were so desperate they wanted to die. They couldn't even beat the lava behemoth before. Now the undead monsters are twice as strong, and their skills are way creepier and scarier. Roar! The behemoth growls furiously. The lava behemoth slams one foot on the ground. All land within 10 kilometers cracks open. Endless long pillars of ghost fire erupt from the cracks. The crowd at the rear are sent flying high, setting off bursts of wailing. They haven't recovered their condition yet. They can't fight the revived Lord Monsters head-on. Hiss, hiss, hiss! The huge bone skull stirs up chaos. It takes the souls of some weak monsters and fuses them all together. With the souls of countless small monsters fused. The undead skeleton even summoned an elite evil spirit. Hardly has one crisis ended, when another begins. Everyone watches this scene in disbelief. Monster info. Name, Yin Umbrella Loli, Elite Monster, level 60. IK 2999. PDF 19999. MDF 19999. Skill. Nether, Sky Ripping Wave. Fast Umbrella Soul Shift. Umbrella Wing, Boomerang Strike. Ghost Pupil Death Flame. Description. She is formed from the souls of all small monsters. A resentful gothic lowly vampire. Wearing a black Lolita dress, the lowly holding a red parasol slowly lands on the ground. The girl's bright red pupils glint brightly. The movement of her gently licking her lips is charming yet full of murderous intent. What the hell? That's an elite monster. The members present saw this and almost cursed out loud. Her total stats added up are even stronger than the Lord Monster. No joke. Where's that gunslinger boss? The female fighter in the team is eager to find the purple-clad gunslinger boss. They want to survive this chaotic situation. They can only rely on this boss. At this moment, Sujo spins his dual guns gracefully and deftly. He just likes waiting for this giant, undead skeleton to keep summoning new monsters. All these are the equipment and items he can get later. Human. If you beg me, I'll consider making you my slave. After the Yin Umbrella Loli was born, she looked at Sujo with great interest. The strong causal aura this human gives off is very valuable for research. Slave? After Sujo heard this, he chuckled to himself. This ghost Loli really knows how to pick people. You just need to catch some humans for me to eat every day. And lick my feet clean every day, by the way. The Yin Umbrella Loli giggled as she slightly lifted her snow-white, glistening little foot. What kind of reward is this? Several male job changers present screamed in their heads, even though this elite monster is terrifyingly strong. when it comes to looks. They've never seen a monster this pretty. I'm not interested in your stinky feet. Sujo glanced at her. Totally uninterested. He's not going to be like Ning Kaichen and be an undead knight. You want to die. A few strands of the yin umbrella Loli's black hair stood up. She was furious. Just as she was about to take out her yin umbrella to kill him, a hail of bullets shot out fast. Bang, 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 crack. The yin umbrella. Loli's arm holding the weapon broke right off. Bright red blood gushed out wildly. She let out a sharp, shrill, terrifying howl. After being tempered by 1 billion bullets, Sujo has perfect marksmanship. He hits whatever he aims at. If he wants to, the enemy won't even get a chance to pick up their weapon to attack. How long does this boss have to practice to get this kind of accuracy? All the job changers present were stunned. Gun-wielding class changers normally only practice their aim occasionally. After all, their basic attack damage isn't nearly as high as the pros. They all rely on skills to win fights. But this pro's perfect sharpshooting skill right now can stop enemies from even using their weapons before they get completely wiped out. Everyone here is gonna die. Gathering in the mouth of the giant necrotic head is a glowing orb as bright as a tiny sun. It's gonna make everyone here vanish and become its own undead minions. Sujo sticks out his thumb to use the thumb range finding method. After he calculates the distance properly, he uses his awakening skill to strike first. Annihilation Ray. As soon as the words leave his mouth, above the sky, 18 giant pillars of destructive energy crash down. The giant necrotic head is like a piece of paper, easily pierced through by the annihilation rays. You have slain the Necro Nighthead. 10.98 million EXP gained. Congratulations, you have reached level 60. 10 attribute points are automatically allocated for the Gunslinger class. Your current level is 60. You must complete the first class transfer to keep earning EXP and leveling up. You meet the level requirement for class transfer. Please go to the class transfer hall as soon as possible for your second class transfer. The overwhelming dark night fades quickly. The two people rushing to the center of the incident, one old, one young, both lords of Black Rock City, stare at each other blankly. Both of them see shock in each other's eyes. The Great Dark Sky Domain is lifted. The monster that cast the Dark Domain is most likely eliminated. But an undead of this power level in nearby cities. Besides the two of them, there's actually someone else who can take it down. At the edge of Jimmu Emperor's territory, the giant skull's body is turned to ash under the annihilation rays. Everyone present stares at the result in shock. A level 300 plus undead skull lord. Just got one shot by this skill. This is absolute power crushing. It even beats any amount of skillful plays. Sujo lifts his wrist. Storage light pulls all the gear on the ground into his inventory. You obtained legendary item 10,000 soul essence. Permanent Pulund 5% spirit recovery when used. You obtained heroic gear, undead leggings. You obtained heroic item, undead skull. You obtained legendary gear, lava armor. All gear on the ground is cleaned up by Sujo. The gear he got this time even includes heroic tier gear. He can sell them for a good price later. Tapping lightly with his toes, Sujo activates Quantum Leap Step. The air ripples with shockwaves. His figure quickly vanishes from the area. Which city is this class changer from? The old city lord opens his cloudy eyes. Watching the class changer move so fast, only an afterimage remains. His power level is high enough that he can make out the other's body outline. It's a class changer wearing a gunslinger face mask. Judging from the exposed eyebrows, this purple-clad gunslinger is clearly very young. And at his age, he's actually faster than the old lord himself. This is completely beyond the old lord's expectations. What he doesn't know is, even Sujo's movement skill for traveling is an awakening skill. In this day and age, no one else has ever had an awakening, skill that's purely for movement speed. Is something wrong, senior? The middle-aged man asks the old lord next to him. He only saw an afterimage flash by just now. Nothing. Let's go see what happened up ahead first. The old lord doesn't overthink it. The top priority right now is to check if the evil spirits outside the city have been completely wiped out. Just a few seconds later, the two finally arrive at the destination. They see the 100-man squad still standing in place. They still haven't recovered from the earlier annihilation. Ray attack yet. What happened here? Why are there undead here? The middle-aged city lord lands on the ground to talk with the squad leader.
My lord.
The squad leader finally snaps back to reality. He hurriedly reports the situation to him. That undead was a broken part of a necro knight. Luckily, a purple-clad gunslinger expert took out the evil spirit with one move. After the squad leader finishes speaking, he was about to call Suzhou over, only to realize at this moment, this gunslinger pro had left at some point. The middle-aged city lord frowns. He doesn't see any so-called purple-clad gunslinger expert. Only the old lord suddenly realizes and sucks in a sharp breath. The purple-clad expert that man mentioned is exactly the young man he saw speeding away just a moment ago. There's actually such an outrageously powerful class changer appearing in their territory. Meanwhile, at Jiangchuan High School, the chubby principal is getting ready to check this year's graduating students' scores. He lets out a heavy sigh. He's under a lot of pressure. Their school isn't the only one in Jiangchuan City. Every year is the most competitive time for all local high schools. Whether they can apply for more resources for the school this year to educate their students, it all depends on this year's freshman scores. Wait, am I seeing things? The jowls on the principal's face twitched twice. He refreshed the webpage. After confirming it was neither a system error nor his own misreading, his scalp went numb with shock. On this year's student score ranking of their school, Suzhou is prominently placed at the top with an SSS grade. This grade is unheard of, not just in the whole city. It hasn't appeared in the entire province for many years either. The principal went to the next-door teacher's office to ask about the situation. He had just stepped through the door when he saw several teachers gathered chatting. Suzhou got the best score this year. From now on, our school will definitely be the most famous school in the city. Maybe even international students will come here to apply for enrollment. Who would have thought Suzhou made the right call repeating grades? The awakened class he got can't be Ranger Gunner, right? That's the only class that requires the most marksmanship skills. I told you all already. Suzhou wasn't slacking off. You guys didn't believe me before. Good thing we didn't expel Suzhou. I never would have guessed. Not only did he graduate, he also got the highest possible score. The teachers in the office were chatting, casually in a desultory way. What's this about expelling someone? The man at the door coughed twice. His tone was solemn. Pip principal. The male teacher with glasses trembled in fear. They were just slacking off a little, and they still got caught red-handed. Principal. A student in Teacher Chin's class got an SSS rating. Our school is going to be famous this year. The balding teacher hurried over to change the subject. With this great news, their slacking off at work is nothing at all. I know it's Suzhou from Teacher Chin's class, right? I heard you guys talking about expelling Suzhou just now. The principal had his hands behind his back, wearing a stern expression. The several teachers present heard that. Their faces immediately turned ugly. When it came to expelling Suzhou, all of them had supported the idea before. It's nothing, these teachers were just joking. Then Chin Kexin stepped in to smooth things over. She didn't like what these teachers said before either, but they are colleagues after all. When the principal saw Chin Kexin step forward, his expression softened a little. Not only is Suzhou a student in her class, he also remembers that Chin Kexin used to be Suzhou's classmate before. They have a good relationship, too. Thank you so much for this, Teacher Chin. Several teachers gave her grateful looks. If it wasn't for her help, they would have definitely gotten a scolding from the principal. Let me be honest with you all. Even if Suzhou didn't get the SSS rating this year, whether he gets expelled or not is not something you guys can decide. If you knew how many purple coins Suzhou's parents donated to the school, you wouldn't be gossiping here every day. The principal rolled his eyes at the teachers in front of him. As the principal, do you think I don't know there's a student who repeated grades for 5 years and still hasn't graduated? You should know Suzhou's parents once donated 1 billion purple coins to the school. Also, even the mayor of Jiangchuan City has to be extremely respectful to his parents. Suzhou's background is definitely not ordinary. This made the present teachers suddenly realize the truth. No wonder when they couldn't stand Suzhou anymore. The principal who cares most about enrollment rates didn't react at all. So there's a huge reason behind all this. Principal, what do Suzhou's parents do? Chin Kexin couldn't help asking. She and Suzhou were classmates, from elementary school all the way to high school as far as she recalls. Chin Kexin thought back to her senior year of high school. When she went to Sujo's house with other classmates to eat and hang out, his family lived in a 200-plus square meter apartment, which at most counts as a well-off family. It didn't look like they had the means to make such a big donation. Back then, Sujo's parents had already gone abroad. His aunt was living at his place. She looked very pretty and well off, but her clothes weren't very luxurious at all. All of these things, didn't they all indicate that Sujo is an ordinary person with a common background? But judging from the principal's tone, it doesn't seem that simple. Job Transfer Hall. This is the place where all job changers complete their job transfer. There are high-level, powerful experts guarding it behind the scenes. Job changers need to pick up their job transfer quests here. They can only keep leveling up after passing the quest. Otherwise, they will be stuck at one level forever, unable to progress any further. Hi, could you help me register, please? I want to take the second job transfer quest. Sujo walked up to the service desk, handed his identity information card to the receptionist girl in front of him. The job transfer hall is under unified state management. Identity registration and verification are required. In this world, there are many people who commit crimes and kill others to steal their treasures. If criminals who commit murder and robbery are found, their identity information will be marked. The job change hall is run by the state. Even if criminals are strong enough to change jobs, they don't dare come to the hall. So they can't improve their strength. It's one of the means the state uses to maintain order. Okay, please wait a moment. I need to look up your information. The ponytailed girl takes the ID card and puts it into the device for verification. The device also scans Sujo's entire body. To confirm it is really him, come with me to the job change steely. The ponytailed girl smiles sweetly and hands the ID card back to him. She notices the outfit Sujo is wearing, with faint orange light flowing on its surface. Many strong people have blocking props, so others can't see their specific level information. But schools teach how to identify equipment of different grades, which makes up for the shortcoming of not seeing levels. A learning method was popular back in the 1980s, until tech class job changers from various countries implanted viruses into enemy countries. Countries had no choice but to restore the oldest and clumsiest human brain learning. Thanks for your trouble. Sujo nods gently. The ponytailed girl thinks even more highly of Sujo after hearing this. Most job changers are usually very arrogant, but this young guy is not like that at all. This kind of boy is way better than the job changers she has met before. Sujo follows her to the job change stele. He has been looking forward to his second job change for a long time. Every time you change jobs, your personal attributes will get a huge surge, which greatly improves your strength. If he succeeds in the second job change, Suju can not only learn more powerful awakening skills on the skill tree, but also get an extra 1,000 attribute points. The two soon arrive at a huge square purple stele. The ponytailed staff girl waits nearby, not daring to disturb him. Sujo slowly presses his hand against the stele. Your level is detected to be level 60. You qualify for the second job change. Do you confirm accepting the job change quest in your current state? A query box pops up on Sujo's personal panel. Second job changes in this world are divided into solo and team modes. If you confirm to take the job change quest in solo status, you must complete it alone from start to finish. Otherwise, the quest will be invalid. If you confirm to take the job change quest in team status, the quest difficulty will increase several times. It's better to do the solo job change. Many people in this world are stuck at the second job change because they can't complete the job change quest on their own, and they have no connections to get same-level geniuses as teammates. The sharply increased difficulty of team quests is even more impossible for them. There is no such thing as a level 500 player teaming up with a level 60 job changer in this world. Otherwise, the level 60 job changer will encounter a double difficulty level 500 job change quest. Even top players can't help with that. Confirm. Sujo slowly taps the button on his personal panel. Job change quest. Requirement 1. Clear the level 60 secret realm. Witch Forest with SSS rank evaluation. Requirement 2. Get 100 consecutive wins in the ladder arena. The count resets if you lose. No wonder so many people are stuck at level 60 and can't get their second job change their whole life. After reading the job change quest requirements, Suchu mutters to himself, the SSS rank evaluation alone is something many job changers can never achieve in their entire life. 100 consecutive wins in the ladder arena is even ridiculously hard. These quests may be difficult for other people, but for Suju now, they are just a piece of cake. Besides, job change quests are also related to personal class. The stronger the class, the harder the job change quest you need to complete. The greater the ability, the greater the responsibility, the stronger the class, the harder the quest. Sujo's job change difficulty has already reached the hardest level for his current grade. But the strength of Sujo's class has long been far higher than the standard for his current level. After accepting the job change quest, Sujo leaves the job change stele with a relaxed face. Hope you complete the job change soon. The ponytailed girl cheers him on. This is the hardest period for job changers. Some people take the job change quest and never come back to the job change hall again. The next time she sees this charming young guy, it will probably be half a year later. Of course, there are countless heroes in the world. There are also geniuses who finish the quest in one day. But those people are basically famous Faust generals, like Rommel, Guderian, Zukov, and others. Or top-tier geniuses, like Schrödinger, Planck, Fermi, and Master Yang, who mastered the law of causality. Thanks, my job change quest is quite simple. It won't take long. Suju says casually, it's all easy stuff for the Awakening Festival anyway. But this remark is automatically taken as a joke by the ponytailed girl. Soon after, Sujo leaves the job change hall, preparing to go to Witch Forest. Baishu Heavenly City, one of the cities located west of Dragon Country. It's not a very big place, but quite a few border class changer soldiers are stationed here. Also, it is home to one of the hardest level 60 secret realms, the Witch Forest. A secret realm is an alternate dimension somewhere in the universe that houses monsters not yet arrived on Earth. This once blue planet seems to have become the top destination for all monsters in the universe. That's why every once in a while in this world, new horror game monsters appear out of nowhere. These monsters actually come from secret realms. The equipment you listed in the trading house has been sold. You obtained 2,079,808 purple gold coins. The equipment you listed in the trading house has been sold. You obtained 3,143,622 purple gold coins. The item you listed in the trading house has been sold. You obtained 15,904,332 purple gold coins. Sujo arrived at this city. Notifications kept popping up on his info panel. He listed all equipment and items dropped by Black Rock volcano monsters he killed on the trading house. Out of all the equipment pieces, Sujo already swapped out all usable gear that fits him for his current loadout. There's way too much good gear. Sujo can't use all of it by himself. The sold items already earned him a huge fortune. Total purple gold coins, 1.18452 billion. Just one run of the Black Rock mountain map gives way more money than the entire Goblin Secret Realm. Sujo looked at the amount exceeding 1 billion and felt super satisfied. Money is the top motivation for grinding monsters. You use the item, 10,000 soul essence. Permanent +5% mental power recovery. Sujo used the item he looted earlier from the eye, Necromancer Head Drop. His mental power recovery got further improved. As long as he keeps leveling up, he will soon be able to cast 2 awakening skills consecutively. He has enough money now. More than enough to learn new skills. Sujo pulled up the skill tree to check. His gaze slowly moved to the exclusive awakening skill for mechanics. Thousand-Arm Cyber Guanyin. User summons a Cyber Guanyin mech made with celestial technology to pilot in battle. The mech comes with powerful built-in skills. After exiting the mech, the user can detonate the Cyber Guanyin's power core at any time. Can be learned for 100 million purple gold coins. Holy shit, that actually works. Sujo's eyes lit up with excitement. I tap digital wooden fish for blessings. I pilot a Cyber Guanyin mech to fight. He wondered if he would ever get a mechanical Buddha mech later on. In mech form. His defense is even tankier than a shield warrior. Congratulations! You obtained the awakening skill Cyber Mech Guanyin. Learned another new awakening skill. The All Nations Armory only needs 1 hour to complete cooldown. After learning the new skill, Suchu headed straight for the Witch Forest Secret Realm. The Secret Realm is not inside the city. It is located at the monster altar outside the city. There is a higher grade portal here than regular teleport arrays. Any class changer can enter, but you have to exit through the same door to leave. In front of an oval-shaped portal, Sujo slowly walked through the light screen. It felt like he arrived on a strange alien planet. This is the Witch Forest. The sky is a weird pale pink color. Brightly colored blue poisonous mushrooms are everywhere. All the dead trees have scary faces carved on them. Squeak, 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 squeak. Thousands of sonic bats flew out of the dead trees. The second they spotted the intruder, they all emitted over-frequency sound waves to call other monsters to surround and kill the human. Monster info. Name, Sonic Bat, level 60. ATK 5x58. Physical Def 29981. Magic Def 3019. Skills, fast movement, quick. Evasion, Sonic Blade, Super Perception. Description: you must buy acrylic talismans before entering Witch Forest. Otherwise, these bats will pick up your sound waves and definitely cause you huge trouble. Name, Enzo Werewolf, level 60. ATK 6021. Physical Def 3339. Magic Def 3078. Skills, Full Moon Frenzy, Frenzy Claw, Shatterfang. The noisy squeaks of the sonic bats attracted other monsters in this area. A huge pack of werewolves came charging, kicking up clouds of dust, spitting countless sharp bone fangs at Sujo. Sujo activated the quantum state of his speed leap skill. He stood still in place, as if he was in another dimension, making all the attacks miss completely. Cybermech mode. Sujo didn't hesitate at all. The second he activated this awakening skill, tons of mech fragments suddenly appeared around him. These fragments formed a cockpit, wrapping Sujo inside. Then the fragments quickly assembled into a mechanical thousand-armed Cyber Guanyin. Cyber Guanyin is so damn badass. Even the built-in mech skills are this powerful. Sujo saw over a dozen skill buttons on the control panel. He was over the moon with joy. He can use all these skills whenever he wants now. Adang dang 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 dang. A giant mech has appeared. The surrounding monsters all start attacking. But their attacks can't even pierce the Cyber Guanyin mech's defense. I'm even holding back 800 arms against you guys. Sujo controls the Cyber Guanyin and uses the simplest normal attack. The nearly 100-meter-tall Cyber Guanyin waves hundreds of mechanical arms in unison. Bang 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 bang. Hundreds of mechanical palms sweep the surrounding. Sonic bats and trees into smithereens. 2 mechanical palms come whooshing down. Swarms of werewolf monsters are smacked into pulp. You killed 60 sonic bats. Dealt tons of damage. Score increased. You killed 60 Enzo werewolves. Dealt tons of damage. Score increased. You killed 60 Enzo werewolves. Dealt tons of damage. Rating upgraded to Class C. The fight ended in less than 2 seconds. After accepting the job transfer quest, you can raise your rating by hunting monsters. Damage dealt is the key to raising your score. If you only kill minions and elites, the maximum rating you can get is SS. If you want an SSS rating, you have to kill the strongest boss in the secret realm. Hell yeah. Sujo whoops in excitement. True Thousand Arms. That was just a normal attack from him. Sujo then activates the Cyber Guanyin mech and moves forward slowly, heading straight for the monster's base camp. Trees along the path are crushed in droves. The giant Cyber Guanyin mech plows through everything without a hitch. Inside the huge secret realm, this unstoppable giant monster suddenly appears. All the monsters in the entire witch forest scramble to run away in fear, terrified of being treated like little bugs crushed under the Guanyin mech. Holy shit, what the hell is that? Guys, look over there. Job changers deep in the secret realm notice a towering giant 1,000-armed Guanyin statue. This Guanyin looks super weird to them. It's clearly shaped like a Buddha statue, but its body is a mech. What the actual hell is that thing? Guanyin mech. I've never heard of anything this weird before. Is it a boss that snuck in from outside? That's actually possible. Did you see the newly released news before you came? There were evil spirits over at Black Rock City, hiding in a map to recover from injuries. Wait, could this Iron Guanyin be some kind of monster too? Don't scare me like that. If that's true, we're all screwed today. Wait, no. The direction this Iron Guanyin mech is going is toward the Witch Forest's boss. What's going on here? Either this monster wants to take over the lair, or it wants to team up with the witch forest boss. Alert the city's army. Hurry and alert the city's army. The nearby job changers are thrown into chaos. They take out their communication devices and quickly alert the city's job changer army. At the border city, a messenger hurries frantically to the Supreme Commander's military tent. Commander Xiao, we just got a distress call from job changers. A never-before-seen new boss has appeared in Witch Forest. Lots of elite job changer soldiers at the border city gather quickly. The lowest rank of these soldier job changers is Second Awakening. They form a temporary 10,000-strong unit. The job changer soldiers who got the gathering order look confused. They have no idea what big event happened. What's the big deal? Everything was fine outside the city, right? Why are we gathering all of a sudden? Did we get some intel in advance? Is there a monster siege today? No way. I heard it's a new boss that snuck in. New boss. It's not another super high level evil spirit disaster beast, is it? If that's the case, this mission is going to be super dangerous. These soldiers gather together, chatting nonstop. Just when they want to discuss more, Xiao Qingdi steps up to the stage and gives orders in a powerful voice. At the witch forest outside the city, a mysterious Buddha-like boss has appeared. According to intel, this monster looks like a mech guanyin, suspected to be a new type of celestial creature. We must head there to investigate right now. As soon as he finishes speaking, the 10,000 soldiers present look solemn and set off immediately. When they heard the monster looks like a Buddha, they knew this mission would be super tough. The game merged with reality. The weirder and scarier most monsters are, the stronger they are. A monster that looks like a mech Buddha is probably stronger than anything we've ever seen. On the other side, the Cyber Guanyin mech keeps moving forward, crushing everything in its path under the attack of thousands of mechanical arms. Even the many elites in the secret realm, monsters can't hold on 3 seconds before falling down. Wanyan Wang. Pronunciation is similar to Wan. Plasma Swastika Buddha Seal. Suzhou activates a skill while piloting the Guanyin mech. All palms of the 1,000-armed Guanyin simultaneously produce energy and condensed plasma swastika seals. As thousands of palms fire the skill in all directions, violent area of effect explosions erupt all around immediately. The cold robotic face of Cyber Guanyin looks especially creepy right now. The life-saving benevolent figure everyone remembers, as 1,000-armed Guanyin has turned into Slaughter Guanyin now. It looks like this mech wants to take over this place. This Guanyin has already killed tons of small monsters nearby. No monsters are left for miles around. Who the hell can beat this boss? Good thing we weren't stupid enough to go test this monster's power. Otherwise, whoever goes in is just asking to die. Wait, didn't the Morong family from the city say they were gonna farm the Witch Forest Lord today? Why hasn't their team come out yet? Don't tell me they're trapped inside. As the job changers on the outskirts were chatting, they just noticed a team was missing. To ensure good farming efficiency, all the big teams had an agreement on which area each team is responsible for. That way they avoid the awkward scenario where one team kills monsters up front, and the teams behind can't find any monsters at all. The teams farming the Witch Secret Realm this year include 4 full 100-person teams, but the Murong family's team from the city still hasn't come out. Inside the Witch Forest, the Murong family's 100-person team from the city is hiding in a low, small cave. One of them looks at the Cyber Guanyin not far away, a bead of sweat forming on his forehead. With this mysterious monster here, we can't go forward, and we can't retreat either. Murong Lin, the Murong team's leader, is so frustrated he could cry. He originally wanted to try to kill the Witch Forest Secret Realm boss, the Corrupted Dragon. But when they got close to the Lord's area, they noticed a giant metal monster had appeared behind them. This metal monster that looks like a lord is right behind them, so they don't dare run off recklessly. If it spots them, they'll easily get killed in this monster-infested area. This monster also has a passive skill that hides its info. I can't tell at all what kind of creature this monster is. Don't tell me it's a terrifying monster from the heavenly realm. That's the only place with tons of mechanical monsters. Don't scare me like that. Aren't heavenly realm monsters all hundreds of levels high? There's no way this monster is less than a few hundred levels. Did you guys see that? Even the Witch Forest elite monsters can't leave a single scratch on that mech. Its defense is so broken. Hiding in the cave, The Murong family's job changers kept talking among themselves. Right now, they just hope they can get through this mess safely. What Sujo doesn't realize is the Cyber Guanyin mech he's driving has gotten him a huge stroke of luck. Otherwise, after the Witch Forest Lord is killed, the next time the Lord respawns, it won't be back for who knows how many months. You killed level 60 Deadwood Trent, dealt tons of damage. Rating increased. You killed level 60 Blackrobe Witch, dealt tons of damage. Rating increased. You killed level 60 White Robe Witch, dealt tons of damage. Rank upgraded to A level. Flesh is weak. Mechs are a man's true romance. Sujo controls the mech to launch non-stop attacks. When he's piloting the mech, it feels as fun as playing a real-life video game. Roar! A deafening roar comes from the center of the forest. The Secret Realm's final boss, the Corrupted Dragon, appears. This fully rotted dragon that masters dark magic spews out massive amounts of venom. The moment the toxic mist touches any plant, it withers instantly. Even the small monsters nearby are poisoned to death by the venom. Without over a dozen priests and healers, any average level 60 job changer that runs into the Corrupted Dragon is definitely going to die. But none of this is a problem for Sujo. The Cyber Guanyin he's driving is made of mysterious Heavenly Realm metal, so it's completely immune to this venom. Retreat now. These two bosses are fighting. The team leader Murong Ling takes this opportunity to tell everyone to run away fast. If we don't leave this area right now, who knows if we'll get caught in the crossfire. When gods fight, mortals suffer. As all the job changers were retreating, they all turned back to look at what was happening behind them. A scene they'll never forget unfolded. The Cyber Guanyin mech was treating the Corrupted Dragon like a worm, all its 1,000 arms attacking at once, directly smashing the Corrupted Dragon's body to pieces. The power gap between the two was ridiculously huge. Uncle said, "The moment the Corrupted Dragon was beaten into a pulp, use dark magic. Its whole body resurrected again in the form of rotting flesh. As long as its physical body isn't completely burned to ashes, it can keep resurrecting nonstop. I originally wanted to let you die quick and rest easy, but you're really damn stubborn, huh?" Sujo waves thousands of mechanical arms and beats the Corrupted Dragon into mush again. He gets up from the driver's seat and leaves. Sujo plans to directly activate Cyber Guanyin's self-destruct, to blow this monster to smithereens. If a skill doesn't explicitly state it's permanent, the duration of a job changer's summoned creature will vanish after a maximum of 24 hours. When a job changer's mental power exceeds 10,000, they automatically unlock telekinesis, which includes flight and object manipulation. They also automatically get sound transmission for mental communication with targets. The Murong family's team is back. Job changer teams on the outskirts of Witch Forest wave and shout. In their line of sight, the last team that entered the forest is finally back. Why did you take so long to escape? A job changer asks the Murong family's job changer team. The nearby mountains were all shattered by Mecha Guanyin. They thought something bad had happened to you guys. That Mecha Guanyin was right behind us. We noticed this monster way too late, so we had to hide first. Murong Lin has a bitter expression on his face. They brought a Tier 3 powerhouse with them this time, planning to take down the Witch Forest Lord. But the suddenly appearing mecha monster scared them so bad they didn't dare breathe too loud. The Murong family sent a Tier 3 powerhouse this time, and they didn't even dare make a move. Everyone else gasps in shock when they hear this. If they couldn't beat the mecha monster, that would be understandable, but who would have thought? They didn't even start fighting at all. A Tier 3 powerhouse in front of the Cyber Guanyin mech doesn't even dare make a single peep. Bang bang bang, clang clang clang. All kinds of battle rumbles come from far away. Cyber Guanyin mech grabs the Corrupted Dragon's tail, swings it at full force left and right, and slams it hard into the ground. Only the Corrupted Dragon's insanely strong vitality and constant self-healing kept it from getting one-shot killed. Holy crap. Mecha Guanyin's attacks are so freaking broken. Its fists are even stronger than a Tier 3 powerhouse's ultimate move. If it weren't for the Corrupted Dragon's special trait skill, any other Lord Boss would have died 10,000 times already. If we tried to fight the Witch Forest Corrupted Dragon, we'd be lucky to kill it without any casualties. But this Mecha Guanyin is swatting it like a mosquito. Hell yeah, hell yeah! This is such a rare monster versus monster fight footage. If we upload this online, we'll definitely gain a ton of followers. This Guanyin mech's movements. Why do they look a little stiff? The job changers on the outskirts of Witch Forest are watching and recording this battle. Everyone notices something off, that this giant Guanyin mech is getting slower. Soon, a purple figure appears in everyone's view. It's a young man wearing a long purple robe, a gunslinger cowboy hat, and a face covering. He's standing on top of the mountain range, leaning against a giant boulder to rest. Dude, why did you enter Witch Forest too? Did you run into that Guanyin mech too? The teams present yell at Suzhou twice. They never thought someone would be crazy enough to solo clear in Witch Forest. I saw it. Suzhou waves at the people in the distance. Just now, he got out of Cyber Guanyin and set the mech to self-destruct in 30 seconds. The mech switched to auto battle mode. That's exactly why the people watching from afar felt the mech's movements were getting stiff. Come down and chat with us. Monster versus monster fight moments like this are super rare. A job changer calls Suzhou down to chat, but he shakes his head and refuses. When I ran over here, I noticed that mech is about to blow up. I'm good staying up here. Suzhou politely declines everyone's invitation. The mech is gonna blow. The sudden words make all the job changers present confused as hell. This Guanyin mech monster is clearly winning. Why would it blow up? Just when everyone was about to ask Suzhou how he knew the mech was gonna explode, an earth-shattering explosion erupts in the distance. Blazing light instantly surges across thousands of miles around, blinding everyone present. Boom, 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 boom. A massive explosion goes off at the center. Cyber Guanyin releases an epic supernova-level explosion. The explosion's flames rise up, forming a red fire lotus platform several kilometers long. The lotus platform's stunning exterior carries a sense of disdain beneath it. The surrounding space shakes violently, even triggering a level 2 minor earthquake. The light bursting out of the secret realm even penetrates the entrance. All the soldiers who rushed over are stunned. What kind of explosion has this much power? It can affect the real world from inside the secret realm. I'll go check out the situation first. The rest of you follow closely. Xiao Qingdi, the commanding officer, gave the order. He rushed to the witch secret realm as fast as he could. Outskirts of the secret realm. Everyone was as anxious as ants on a hot pan. Holy shit, it really exploded. Defend! Use defense skills quick to block this explosion! Everyone was totally shocked. Hurriedly cast their strongest defense skills to block it. Large-scale earthen walls, water walls, thunder walls, light, walls, wooden walls, and more rose up from the ground. But the blast's aftershock was like ripples in water. Ripples in the air came one after another. Each blast wave was more powerful than the last. Crack, 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 crack. In the face of absolute power, all magic barriers started tearing like pieces of paper. Hurry up and evacuate the secret realm. The leader of the Job Changers team shouted loudly. Everyone pulled back their power at the same time, hurriedly ran out of the secret realm. They didn't care about Suzhou's life or death anymore. Saving their own lives was the top priority. Congratulations, you killed the corrupted dragon, Lord of the Witch Forest. You've earned an SSS rank clear rating for the Witch Forest. First phase of the job change quest completed. Next, head to the arena to get 100 consecutive wins. A quest completion notification popped up on the panel. The mech's explosion power is barely passable. Suzhou kept his quantum intangibility skill active, quietly enjoyed the explosion. Though he couldn't be hurt by his own skills, he still had to avoid the flying sand and rocks. There's nothing a wake-up potion can't fix. If there is, then use 2. Rip, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch. Just when everyone thought they were safe after escaping the secret realm, the terrifying shockwave ripped the secret realm's entrance wide open. The devastating blast kept spreading. How many megatons of nuclear power is this explosion equal to? The job changers present kept casting defense skills. They were breaking down inside. If this keeps going, they'll never survive the following blasts. Tenli Golden Great Wall. Suddenly, a deep, booming roar came from behind. A 10-kilometer-long, 30-meter-tall golden Great Wall stood in front of everyone. The Golden Great Wall was sparkling, shining with a bright light, forcefully blocked the remaining blast waves. Commander Xiao is here. We're saved. When the job changers saw Xiao Qingdi make his move, they heaved a huge sigh of relief. Good thing they asked someone on the team to notify this leader very early on. Otherwise, they probably would have been blown thousands of miles away by this huge explosion. Where's the monster? What's with this sudden explosion? Xiao Qingdi asked the crowd. Good thing he was cautious. And came here first by himself. It blew up. That mech monster just blew up. The job changers who had just escaped chattered at once. As they explained, they told him the whole story in detail. The 10,000-strong army from the rear also arrived at the scene. Listening to the job changers' descriptions, they were completely astonished. It was clearly winning. Why did it self-destruct? Xiao Qingdi noted these things down for now. Let's go back to the secret realm and check the situation first. After the blast's aftershocks died down, he retracted the Golden Great Wall. After going through that explosion, the job changers heard they had to go back inside. Their faces went pale, but they mustered up their courage and finally followed him in. Everyone returned to the Witch Forest secret realm again. As far as the eye could see in this area, not a single blade of grass was left. Everything had turned to scorched earth. Wait, where's the loot the monster dropped? These drops were just generated not long ago. They should have their own invincibility protection barrier. Xiao Qingdi's pupils shrank suddenly. Everyone present was sweating bullets. A terrifying thought hit them. If the monster really did self-destruct, the ground should be covered with loot, but right now, the ground of this secret realm is completely empty. In Jiangchuan City, after Suzhou completed the Witch Forest job change quest, he collected all the loot and returned to his city. He looked at the items in his storage bracelet. He was over the moon. Inherited Dragon Bone Belt. Type Armor. Level 60. Quality Legendary. Effect plus 244 Mental Power. Plus 251 Constitution. Your normal attacks will inflict corrosion poison. Description. Item dropped from the corrupted Dragon Lord. This belt is made from the spine of a dragon. It is extremely durable. Inherited Dragon Scale Armor. Type Armor. Level 60. Quality Legendary. Effect 4300 Constitution. Pa 80 Strength. 10% resistance to all magic damage. Description. Made from the scales and hide of the corrupted Dragon Lord. An extremely rare and precious piece of equipment. Magic doesn't work on dragons. Besides the legendary equipment dropped from the Lord, and a whole bunch of rare epic tier equipment, Suzhou upgraded all the gear he had on him that was due for an upgrade, but he's not planning to sell these gears yet. He still needs to finish a quest to unlock his second-class advancement. Once he's fully done with the advancement quest, Suzhou will sell the extra gear when he's free. Then he'll get a full set of second advancement gear for his mechanic class. Class Advancement Quest 2. Get 100 consecutive wins in the ladder arena. Any loss midway resets the win streak. For other players, this difficulty is straight up impossible to pull off. 100 wins in a row. You have to start all over if you lose even once. The arena's matching rule is, you get matched with opponents of the same level. Even the most OP classes have weaknesses. Like mages and archers are terrified of assassins, while assassins barely deal any damage to warriors. But for Suzhou, none of this matters. He can take them all out with one spray of bullets. Come to think of it, I've never tried the arena before. Suzhou went online to look up info about the arena in this world. He can head to the arena branch, located in his own city district. The arena branch will teleport both participants to a special dimension for the battle. To prevent people from throwing matches on purpose, the real identities of both participants are hidden. For example, their appearances are altered. Under normal circumstances, the arena's matching range covers all class holders across the entire country. The huge matching range, plus hidden identities for both sides, makes ladder matches the fairest and most popular competition among viewers. Wait, you can actually challenge an entire team alone. Suzhou kept looking up more info about the arena. Just like how in every online game there are people who solo an entire team. The same applies to the arena in this world. A single player can challenge a team of up to 10 people. Winning counts as 10 consecutive wins. The arena in this world also has a win streak reward system, huh? Suzhou kept reading the rules. The arena uses ranked points for all calculations. The higher your points, the stronger your opponents will be. Also, once you reach a certain point threshold, you get all kinds of rewards like titles, items, and more. On top of that, arena points only get reset at the end of each year. Now that he had all the info he needed, Sujo pulled the brim of his hat down slightly and headed off to the arena. He doesn't have a single title yet. Now's the perfect time to grind the arena and get himself a title. He can finish his advancement quest at the same time, too. It was getting late. The sun was setting in the west. On the outskirts of the city was the class holder arena branch. The building didn't take up much space, but its design and decor looked really grand and impressive. The reason it's so small is because all the participants get teleported to a special dimension anyway. The two competing class holders are sent to the Sky Arena, which is thousands of acres wide. Sujo went to the arena front desk to sign up. The male staff member was super friendly and helpful. "Hello, are you here to compete or replace a lost arena pass?" "Competing? Got it. Is this your first time competing in the arena?" "Yep, please keep this arena pass safe. The fee is 100,000 purple gold coins." The staff member handed Sujo a pendant, made of black rare metal. "You can only participate in arena battles if you wear this pass. It becomes your permanent personal property once purchased." One of the useful functions of the arena pass is that it prevents participants from dying. Participants' bodies are fully digitized inside the arena. If you take a fatal hit, you'll only feel 100% realistic pain, but you won't actually die. After Sujo paid the fee, he headed to the arena's teleport portals. There are different types of teleport portals. Sujo didn't hesitate at all and chose the 1v10 teleport portal entrance. "Excuse me, sir. That's the portal for 1v10 team battles. You're going to the wrong one." The staff member glanced at the entrance Sujo was heading for and called out to him hurriedly. This is his first time at the arena. He must have walked to the wrong spot. The 1v10 portal means you have to fight a full team of 10 players at the same level. The only people who can pull that off are a handful of top geniuses in the country. Even they wouldn't dare try 1v10 on their first visit. Besides, there's a stat requirement to enter the 1v10 bracket. If he's got garbage gear on, and his total stats are less than 5,000, he won't even be able to enter this mode at all. "I'm not lost. I know the arena rules," Sujo replied to him calmly, and stepped into the teleport portal. He actually got in. This guy must be a total pro. The staff member gasped quietly. Looks like he's probably... Which rich guy bought top-tier gear? Straight up playing 1v10. Lights are flashing. Sujo was teleported to the special space for waiting for opponents. There was a hexagram magic circle under his feet. All around was a pure white void. Before the match starts, please choose an arena nickname for yourself. Note, after entering the arena, to ensure maximum fairness of the battle, your appearance will be altered. They really go all out to keep matches fair. That's so extra. Sujo complained a little in his head. Then he started picking his arena nickname. The nickname he chose was Curse. Ding, no duplicate nickname found. Nickname set successfully. Matching you with evenly matched opponents, 1s, 2s. There was a screen box at the top. The timer kept counting up. Match found. Your opponents are all level 60. Mage, warrior, priest, all level 60. Both sides will be teleported to arena number 4283 in 600 seconds. Use the remaining time to plan your tactics. Sure enough, it's a 10-player squad. Sujo stretched lazily. Normally you would plan tactics, based on the opponent's classes, but he only does one-shot kills. This prep time is totally useless for him. On the other side, the 10-player squad that accepted the challenge was totally confused. According to the interface display, they only have one opponent this time. Are you kidding me? We're literally a top 100 level 60 squad on the leaderboard. Tons of viewers poured into the live stream right now. Whenever a 1v10 match pops up, it always gets super popular. Ever since that guy from Imperial University who changed class, to Angel graduated in his senior year. I haven't seen a 1v10 match in months. That solo player fighting the 10-man squad is called Curse. Never heard that nickname before. Is he a total newbie? Damn, I thought it was some genius that's been playing Arena, from Imperial or Magic City University. Holy shit, Curse is fighting Zhao Rishan's crew. All 10 of them are veteran class changers. That's really Zhao Rishan's elite squad. I remember all 10 of them qualify for second class change, but they skipped it on purpose to get the top Arena title. Yeah, they refused to do the second change. Then Curse is definitely gonna lose, right? If I bet on Zhao Rishan's squad this round, it's a guaranteed win. Wait, this guy's got skills, bros. Why would this newbie get matched? against a top 100 10-man squad right off the bat. What if he's actually super strong? That's why his first match is against a top 100 squad. Damn, bro, that take just scared the shit out of me. That's actually possible. Damn, all these random theories you guys are spouting have me so confused now. I don't know who to bet on anymore. A gunslinger dares to challenge our Wolfpack team. Is the arena match making AI looking down on us or something? Squad leader Zhao Riqian clicked his tongue. Super annoyed. There are geniuses that can 1v10 in the arena, but those guys have super rare classes, like Imperial Angel, Fengdu Ghost King, Undead Scourge, and other super rare powerful classes. But Gunslinger is at most a mid-tier class, usually only arrogant. Class changers would start a challenge like this. Maybe this Gunslinger has something special. We should be careful. A female fighter in the squad crossed her arms, frowning tightly. The weirder things are, the more careful we should be. Relax, I'm not that arrogant. I just want to see what kind of Gunslinger can get matched against us. Zhao Riqian stretched his muscles. He discussed with his team members and agreed on scattered positions to counter the Gunslinger, then waited quietly for the countdown to end. The viewers watching this match were getting hyped as the countdown went on. The match entered the final countdown phase. Curse vs. Wolfpack Squad 19832. The moment the countdown ended, light glowed around both sides. Both teams appeared on a huge square platform, floating in the air, spread out. Squad leader Zhao Riqian roared immediately. His teammates used movement skills to scatter right away, to avoid taking fire from the gunslinger. In just 5 seconds, they were all far apart from each other. They watched Suzhou to see if he would fire a powerful heavy cannon attack, but he just slowly pulled out a pair of red pistols and fired a round of shots. Pew, 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 pew. The bullets spread out in a fan shape, flying towards several members of the squad. He opened with a normal attack. Are you fucking kidding me? When Zhao Riqian saw this, he immediately cursed out loud. This guy is so trash, he can't even use the normal gunslinger heavy cannon skill. The viewers watching this fight went from confused to shocked, then to total disbelief. And finally, is this guy here to clown around? Time seemed to freeze little by little, stretching into super slow motion. The camera clearly captured everyone's sneering faces. Fan-shaped bullets spun as they traveled, flying toward every scattered enemy. Crack motor. A sharp snap of fingers broke the frozen time. Right after, every single bullet felt like dozens of mini-nukes exploding all at once. Suzhou turned his back to the Wolfpack squad. Real men never look at explosions, duh. Boom, 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 boom. Bye, boom, 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 boom. Roaring flames swallowed all 10 members of the enemy team. Almost in the blink of an eye, the arena match result was announced. All members of the Wolfpack squad eliminated. Curse wins this PK match. 10 win streak unlocked. It all happened in seconds. The announcement was short and sweet. None of the viewers watching the match had time to react. Before the fight was already over. Man, today's another peaceful day, huh? Suzhou twirled the gun in his hand and holstered it at his waist. Light flashed around him, and he was already teleported back to the preparation platform, queuing for next match. It took the livestream viewers a long while to snap back to reality. Then the chat blew up with non-stop spamming messages. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. What the hell? What kind of OP class is this? Bullshit, you're telling me this is level 60. This class's power level is way stronger than the classes of top legends like Einstein and other big names, right? How many years does it take to get someone like Gauss, Newton, Euler? How many years does a broken class like this even take to appear? Are you kidding me? This class must be some kind of fucking nuke specialist job change, right? Is there actually an OP class like nuke specialist? My brain is literally melting right now. Dude, this is like next level shit. It's so insanely badass. Endless messages flooded the entire chat. Even after the live stream ended, tons of viewers were still reeling from that insane, overpowered attack just now. If I bet on this guy, I'm gonna get so rich. Some viewers realized this super fast and immediately exited the live stream. They knew there was a high chance he would show up again in the 1v10 arena channel. Forget level 60, with this kind of power, even level 100 job change players can't handle him. Soon Curse's next PK match started. As time went on, more and more new viewers tuned into the live stream. Isn't this the Far East Top 10 Level 60 Pro Team? The opponent for all 10 of them this time is actually just a single gunslinger. Are you kidding me? What's going on here? Why are there so many people in this live stream? Haha, this is free money. No way a single gunslinger can beat the Far East Top 10 Pro Team, right? I'm definitely gonna win so much money this round. The new viewers were super hyped, thinking they found an easy win. When they went to bet on the Far East Top 10 team, they were shocked to see how crazy the payout odds were. If you bet 100 purple gold coins on the Far East squad right now, and they win, you get 6,000 purple gold coins back. The huge odds gap made the new viewers' jaws drop, and they started wondering if something was off. Guys, shut up, don't say anything. Even small profits are still profits. Let's go! Far East squad invincible. Kick Curse's ass. That gunslinger is so trash, Lamo. Guys, listen to me. Bet on Far East squad to get rich. Oh my god, my mom found out I bet on Far East squad and rewarded me with my favorite Wangzai milk. With these odds, if I bet 1,000 purple gold coins on Far East squad, I'll get 6 million if they win. Everyone bet on Far East squad to get rich. All these comments were posted by viewers who watched Sujo's last match. The stuff they're saying is obviously all sarcasm. The old viewers want more new viewers to bet on Far East squad, so they can earn as much as possible. Some new viewers even bet 1 million purple gold coins on Far East squad winning, for no other reason. If they lose, they only lose 1 million purple gold coins. If they win, they earn billions straight up. Other new viewers saw the crazy contrast in odds and stopped themselves from betting last minute. They wanted to see where this curse guy even came from, and why so many people are betting he'll win. This made the odds for both sides fluctuate back and forth for a bit. But in the end, the number of people betting on Sujo winning was still super high. Are you all insane? These people betting on Curse to win put 100k purple gold coins and only earn 1,000 purple gold coins if he wins. The new viewers held their heads in their hands, looking completely frustrated. They hadn't heard of this strong player called Curse before, but if he ever messes up and loses, those bettors will lose so much money, it's ridiculous. Unless they can 100% guarantee, this Curse guy will definitely win, no questions asked. A new viewer had this terrifying thought pop into their head. The next second, he heard the AI announce the result right through his screen. Far East squad, all members eliminated. Curse spell wins this PK. Total winning streak, 20. The live stream showed a terrifying nuclear-level explosion. Holy shit, someone just launched a nuke. When the new viewers saw this, their jaws hit the floor. They finally understood the source of confidence for people who bet Curse spell will definitely win. Truth only exists within the range of a nuke. Curse spell is the truth. On the Arena Battle livestream platform, as Suju keeps winning non-stop, the stream viewer count is exploding. Online viewers keep skyrocketing. 14 million, 17 million, 25 million. Veteran viewers can't score any easy winnings at all now. There's an insanely OP gunslinger in the arena. The news spread like wildfire. Everyone in the stream already knows how OP Curse Spell is. Even if they bet their entire net worth in purple coins on Curse Spell winning, they'll barely make any purple coins back. Came here after hearing the hype, specifically to pay respect to the great Curse Spell. Our dragon country is about to rise. Who the hell is this gunslinger anyway? His class is even stronger than Angel and Emperor Fengdu. Way more than that, I bet even our nation's awakened. General the Dragon Ruler. Wasn't this OP when he was young? Curse God is the pride of all us gunslingers. Damn it, I'm an archer and I'm literally crying watching this. Forget my fire rate being slower than a gun. This tech class straight up uses nuclear strikes. Most tech classes are pretty mediocre in power, but it's way easier for them to get into a guild. He could probably get into the giant Mechanical Maze Guild. Could Curse Spell be from Mechanical Maze? After all, Mechanical Maze has been researching that tech lately. The stream's bullet comments are flying too fast to read. So many comments are pouring in that the stream is even starting to lag. Nation's 8th strongest team? Nebula Squad, all members eliminated. Curse Spell wins this PK. Total winning streak, 40. Nation's 7th strongest team. Wolf Fang Squad, all members eliminated. Curse Spell wins this PK. Total winning streak, 50. Nation's 3rd strongest team. Xuan Yuan Squad, all members eliminated. Curse spell wins this PK. Total winning streak 80. World's 5th strongest team. Shitian squad, all members eliminated. Curse spell wins this PK. Total winning streak 90. World's 3rd strongest team. Pantheon squad, all members eliminated. Curse spell wins this PK. Total winning streak 100. Dragon Country is one of the world's top superpowers and sends its domestic job transferees to multiple 1st, 2nd, 3rd job transfer world championships. For 1st job transfer teams, our best result ever was top 3 in the world. The world's top 3 ranked Pantheon squad was completely eliminated in the rising mushroom cloud. The fight ended in less than 3 seconds. All the viewers, with each successive, earth-shattering explosion, cheered louder than ever before. This can't even be called a fight anymore. It's literally a visual feast of explosions. After Sujo snapped his fingers and blew up the entire arena, he checked his arena points and pulled up his earnings history. With the win streak bonus active, his points skyrocketed. Earned 10 win streak. Arena points increased by 3,543. Congratulations, you earned the Arena Powerhouse title effect. All attributes plus 100. Earned 20 win streak. Arena points increased by 6,132. Congratulations, you earned the legendary item 10 Yuan Sacred Fruit. Earned 30 win streak. Arena points increased by 10,147. Congratulations, you earned the Arena Master title. Effect, all attributes 300. Earned 100 win streak. Arena points increased by 500,000. Your current arena points 10,000. Rank 1st. Congratulations, you earned the Arena King title. Effect, all attributes per 1,000. I just came to do a job transfer and ended up getting 1st place. Sujo was hyped as hell inside. When you equip the Arena King title, all attributes get a full pose 1,000 boost. When I finish my 2nd job transfer, the extra attribute boost is only 1,000 anyway. Let's go turn in the quest first. Sujo exited the arena, left the arena battle area. He headed straight for the job transfer hall downtown. Job transferee hall. The pigtailed staff member was filling out forms at her desk. Hi, I'm here to submit my job transfer quest. A familiar voice sounded. The pigtailed girl looked up and saw Sujo dressed as a gunslinger. She asked in shock. You finished already that fast? Even though she'd only started working here recently. But this is the first time I've ever seen a class advancer submit the quest this fast. The quest isn't hard. I only used one skill to wrap it up, Sujo said with a smile. He wasn't wrong in a way. Congrats on finishing the quest. Who knew our city would get another 2nd advancement powerhouse? The pigtailed girl led the way for him. You know, tons of class advancers get stuck at level 60 their whole lives. But Sujo didn't just break through the limit. He did it insanely fast, too. They arrived at the class advancement quest area. Sujo walked up to the advancement stele alone to submit his quest. A translucent pop-up window appeared in front of him. Congratulations on completing the class advancement quest. You have 2 available class paths to choose from. Option 1, Myriad Heavy Gunner. Description, your future class development path. Apart from offensive skills, you'll also master combat technology. Option 2, Godslayer Gunner. Description, your future class development path. You'll get to learn more powerful, violent offensive skills for the Gunner class. These 2 class options are pretty straightforward. One makes you a more well-rounded fighter. The other maxes out your attack power. When picking between these 2 paths, Sujo didn't hesitate at all. Only boosting your offensive capabilities is never better than well-rounded tech development after all. Selection confirmed. Congratulations, you've advanced to Myriad Heavy Gunner. Congratulations, you've received 1,000 stat points. They've been auto-allocated based on the Gunner class. After Sujo confirmed his class choice, he felt more refreshed than ever before, especially with the huge stat boost he got. The power increase was super noticeable. The faint level cap that loomed at level 60 disappeared completely once he finished his 2nd advancement. Eyesight, motion capture nerves, reaction speed, body control. These don't show up on your stat sheet. They're known as hidden stats, and they got a huge boost too. The gap between 1st and 2nd advancement isn't just a level cap block. It's an all-around power gap. Personal info. Name, Sujo. Class, Myriad Heavy Gunner. Level 61. Constitution 287. Strength 4832. Spirit 2983. Agility 3042. Title, Arena King. Awakened Skill, Destruction Ray. Anomaly Slaughter. Cyber Guanyin Mech. Quantum Leap Step. Attack Power 4800. If I snap to trigger the Anomaly Slaughter Awakened skill later, wouldn't a single bullet have the power of 48 tons of TNT? After Sujo finished reading the stat list, he was totally blown away. The Ranger Saint's Awakened skill has 0 cost. He paid extra attention to this skill. Every 100 extra attack points adds 1 extra ton of explosive power. At this rate, I'll be using nukes as normal attacks sooner or later. This is your second advancement badge. Keep it safe. The pigtailed girl quickly walked him through all the basic post-second advancement procedures. The second advancement badge she got for Sujo is a symbol of status. Most of the time, just showing this badge will get you certain privileges. Xiaoyun, isn't this the class advancer you met this afternoon? Sister Hong was taking a new class advancer to pick up, a class advancement quest when she ran into them. She still remembered this guy with the great vibe, but he should still be doing his quest, right? What's he doing here? Yup, he already finished his second advancement. I'm taking him to get his advancement badge. The pigtailed girl nodded. This line shocked Sister Hong and all the first advancement class changers with her so bad. All class advancement quests are designed to be above your current ability level. You can only advance if you keep pushing past your limits. Sujo didn't pay much attention to everyone's shocked looks. After saying goodbye to the pigtailed girl, he left first. There are tons of powerhouses in this world. All the famous celebrities and generals from Earth are absolute geniuses here. Sujo only realized now. Top science geniuses, whether on Earth or Blue Star, are all at the very peak of power. After leaving the advancement hall, Sujo stretched lightly. He watched the sun sink slowly below the horizon and suddenly realized something. How am I going to explain this to my aunt when I get home? When Sujo's parents went abroad, they were worried about leaving Sujo, who was still in school, home alone, so they asked his aunt from their hometown to come take care of him. That was the first time Sujo found out he even had a so-called hometown. Before that, he'd never even visited any of his so-called relatives during Lunar New Year. I'm a class advancer now. It should be fine if I tell my aunt first, right? Sujo stroked his chin, deep in thought. Judging by their words and actions, his parents living abroad don't really want him to take dangerous posts after he becomes a class changer. Elders always say once you have the ability, you have to take on greater responsibilities. Anyway, my family isn't short on money. It's better to live an ordinary life instead. The second class changer World War. Global military conflicts, wars large and small, gave most older generation class changers war-related PTSD. Who can guarantee that the third class changer World War won't break out someday in the future? As long as you're a class changer, you have to stand on the front line to protect ordinary civilians. The scary part isn't all kinds of monsters, but the conflicts between different countries. That's also one of the reasons Sujo could repeat grades for a full 5 years at ease. If his family had pressured him to become a class changer, Suju wouldn't have waited this long to awaken his power. I'll just tell my aunt I awakened my power anyway. I won't tell her anything else, that's it. Having thought this far, Soshumade a tentative decision. He has the passive skill of the Mechanical Ascension class. Unless he takes the initiative to reveal his information, no one else can find out. His specific current situation anyway. I should buy a clothing bracelet before going home. Sujo walked to a park and sat down. He opened his attribute interface and clicked on the exchange interface. Class changers can't exactly wear a bunch of gear to sleep and rest, right? Wearing this item allows you to switch between your gear and regular casual clothes, pajamas, and other outfits anytime. You spent 2 million purple gold coins to successfully purchase the limited edition white jade clothing bracelet. A message popped up on the mail interface. Sujo quickly extracted the bracelet from the mail. White jade clothing bracelet. Category accessory. Grade unranked, effect. The user can use their consciousness to switch between equipment and ordinary clothing. Description: limited edition. White jade clothing bracelet. Contains 20,000 high-end and top-tier luxury clothes from famous brands. All kinds of clothes, pants, underwear you want are all inside. All clothing is engraved with magic inscriptions and comes with a self-cleaning function. When you're rich, you should only buy limited editions. Sujo put on the clothing bracelet and felt pretty good. This kind of auxiliary item has no level requirement. Even ordinary people can use it. The price of a regular clothing bracelet is only 100,000 purple gold coins. Paying extra mainly allows you to store more clothes in the clothing bracelet. The limited edition, besides having more clothes, has more exquisite pattern designs, and also comes with a self-cleaning function, so it's sold at a higher price. Nowadays, just one skill of Sujo's can earn him an unknown amount of purple gold coins. Of course, he doesn't care about this small cost. Everything has to be the best of the best. Sujo activated the clothing bracelet, and a bunch of category options immediately appeared in front of him. Sujo clicked on the outdoor casual wear category, then picked out a set of outfits he liked from it. The gunner gear on him glowed brightly. Almost in an instant, the clothes on him turned into ordinary casual wear. Beep, beep, beep! A network message notification sounded. Sujo found out it was actually a message from his old classmate Chin Keksun. Sujo figured probably no one else knew he could cast awakening skills. Because of the gunner class trait, all gunners walking on the street wear stand-collar windbreakers and cowboy hats, so it's hard to recognize their faces. Sujo wasn't deliberately hiding anything. He just wanted to develop slowly first, and protect himself well first. Although there are a group of concept gods watching over the country, top-tier powerhouses won't get the chance to sneak into Dragon Country. But his current level is still way too low. Forget top-tier powerhouses. He can't even beat high-level powerhouses easily. Before his strength grows enough, Suchu won't go around showing off the special features of his class. He then continued looking at the chat interface. It's really possible that rich people like hiding things from their kids? On the other side, Chin Keksun made this bold guess. Like Wang Xikong from Bida Group, he only found out his family was rich later on too. Rich people probably more or less like hiding. The fact that their family is super rich from their kids. Sujo replied to her with a line, and a question popped up in his mind. He never asked his parents how much savings the family had, but his parents left him a lot of money when they went abroad. So much that it's even enough to support the 1 billion bullets required for his class mission activation. Sujo looked at his family's contact info and finally decided not to bother asking about the family's situation. Every skill he has now is an awakening skill. Would he ever be short on money? Sujo can even make his parents even richer first-generation rich people later. When his parents come back to the country someday, he'll take them shopping. And he can even say arrogantly, "This is my old man by then." His aunt Jiang Xiwei will probably look at him differently too. Jie Jilongqiong community. The TV was blaring loudly in the living room. A rustling sound came from the doorway. "Auntie, I'm home." Sujo changed his shoes and walked to the living room. He stepped into the living room and found his lazy aunt was again messing around doing nothing at home. The woman didn't care about her image at all, slumped on the couch munching snacks. Sujo used to ask his aunt why she was a full-grown adult, but still wouldn't look for a job. Turns out his aunt said she liked mooching off her family and hated working. That being said, his aunt would sometimes go back to their hometown once in a while. He had no idea what she did there, and she never brought him along to visit relatives. "Oh, right, Auntie. I finished the job activation task this year." Suchu took this chance to bring up the matter. All these years, he'd used the excuse of practicing marksmanship to explain to his aunt why he hadn't finished the task. Zhang Shui's face froze for a split second and said slowly, "Fine then. It's good that you managed to activate your job. In this world where games merged with reality, ordinary people have a 30% chance of becoming a job changer. But if an ordinary person's family elders had rare and powerful jobs before, then the chance for the younger generation to awaken a rare job will be greatly increased. Auntie, which city is our hometown in?" Suchu heard what she said and voiced the question in his mind. His parents never told him before about any information related to their hometown. "Haven't you already activated your job? Then you have to go back to our hometown once. You'll understand in a couple days." Zhang Xiu stuffed a strawberry from her bowl into her mouth and chewed. She originally wanted to laze around for a few more years. Back then, Sujo's parents asked Jiang Xiwei to come over, to take care of Sujo originally, but in reality, it's more like Sujo is The one taking care of his aunt. He's basically the one who does all the cooking at home. When Jiang Xue looks at the grown-up Suzhou, she always has a strange feeling about it. She vaguely remembers when she was in college. She met a really, really bad guy. That guy was a devil. Made her do all kinds of work. Bullied her because she was young and naive in college. But who exactly that super bad guy was? She forgot for some reason. The weirdest part is, her grown-up nephew actually gives her a similar vibe. How annoying. I'll definitely get back at this jerk aunt when I get the chance. Suzhou secretly made this evil oath in his mind. Just wait till I get the chance later. Oh right, what's the name of the job you activated? Jiang Xue finished the strawberries and started cracking sunflower seeds. Gunslinger. I plan to develop in the arms industry later. Suzhou spoke in a firm tone and gave this answer after thinking for a bit. He then turned around and walked to the kitchen and started making today's meal. Suzhou didn't plan on telling his aunt about him not going to college. He's already an adult. Even his parents let him do whatever he wants. So he just does as he pleases. Of course, for job changers in this era, college is still somewhat useful. It's not just for building connections, so you have people to back you up after you graduate. Colleges also set up all kinds of battle systems to let job changers get used to fighting different job classes. The graduation project for job changers and graduation thesis are totally different too. For example, a mage's graduation thesis is about simplified use of spells. A tech specialist's graduation thesis is designing high-strength mechs, even though tech job changers get the knowledge of how to build skill mechs when they master their skills. But tech materials need to be provided by well-resourced colleges. Besides, even if a job changer knows how to build a mech in their head, their hands might not be able to pull it off. This brat is actually hiding something from me. Jiang Xue could tell right away that Suzhou was hiding something from her. Gunslingers also have specific subclass names, but Suzhou didn't go into detail like he was hiding something. My nephew is cooking so early today. It's hard not to think he's trying to change the subject. Soon the aroma of hot oil mixing with garlic drifted out of the kitchen. You're still too naive, nephew. You can't hide anything from me. Jiang Xue curled her lips into a nice smile. She noticed her nephew seemed to be hiding something from her, which piqued her interest. Jiang Xue opened her eyes and cast an information scan on Suzhou in the kitchen. Suzhou, who was focused on cooking in the kitchen, had no idea what was happening. If he saw Jiang Xue right now, he'd definitely be super shocked. His aunt is actually a job changer, too, and her level is over 700. Hyperspace Disturber, Cosmic Turbine, Starforge, Electromagnetic Matrix. The power and skills she has mastered are only second to the top powerhouses. What the hell? I can't see Suzhou's information. How is that possible? Jiang Xue's pretty face was filled with disbelief. She can guarantee that all class holders in Jiangchuan City have no info she can't access no matter how strong they are. Not even the plain old mayor of Jiangchuan City is an exception. But her nephew, who just awakened his class, has info she can't pull up at all. I won't be a slacker for long. Did I really mess up the recon spell that bad? Jiang Xue wore a curious, thoughtful expression and cast the recon spell again. Every single object in the house showed its full details in her vision. She then looked at the sidewalk outside the window. All the class holders on the street, and even regular people, their info was completely clear to her. Okay, so it's not my fault then. Jiang Xue frowned slightly. That means Suzhou probably somehow got a rare anti-recon item. But you're underestimating your aunt way too much. At that thought, Jiang Xue got ready to cast a high-tier recon spell. She closed her eyes slightly. Faint blue light seeped out from her pupils. Jiang Xue snapped her eyes open. The powerful recon spell cut off all electromagnetic fields and signals within a 3-mile radius. Her deep gaze seemed capable of seeing through everything that existed as she looked at Suzhou, but all she got was still unreadable chaotic static. Wait, why'd the power go out? Suzhou, who was in the kitchen, noticed the range hood had stopped working for no reason. All nearby residents and shop owners also found that power and signals were completely cut off. Luckily, the outage didn't last long before everything came back on. No one thought too much about the short blackout. That's kind of weird. Jiang Xue dismissed the recon spell. She tapped the sofa armrest lightly with her finger. She crossed her legs. Her expression shifted from casual to serious, even though right now she still can't view Suzhou's info. He probably awakened a special and super powerful class, whose innate talent automatically hides his info. Or Sujo got an insanely lucky break and got a bunch of ungraded high-power items. The items are so strong that even she can't see through his hidden info. Dinner time. Sushio made a whole table of delicious dishes. Over the years, dealing with his aunt's super picky taste, Sujo basically became an incredible chef. Not bad, I used to think. Even if you never got a class, you'd definitely have no problem finding a job later. Zhang Xue picked up a piece of braised pork and ate it. This is literally as good as restaurant chef level. Nice try, Auntie, but flattery won't stop me from telling my mom, "You've never cooked a single meal here." Sujo looked at her helplessly. He was supposed to be the head of the house in the future, but his aunt trained him to run the whole house anyway. Aw, don't sweat the small stuff. I deserve partial credit for your cooking skills, right? Zhang Xue giggled and grabbed another piece of meat. She was the one who strictly taught Sujo how to cook after all. Zhang Xue seemed to realize she had been way too hard on her nephew. She walked to the living room, picked up her bag, and pulled out a black card from inside. This is a guild application card a friend gave me. How about this counts as me paying you for the meals? Zhang Xue smiled and slowly pushed the black card over to him. I was going to give it to you anyway. After you awakened your class, you sure this is enough to cover all the meals? Suju took the card doubtfully, just when he thought his aunt was messing with him again. He froze a little when he saw the info on it. Guild application card. Guild, Mechanical Labyrinth. Level 12, max level. Reputation, world-renowned. Annual guild budget, 1 trillion purple gold coins. Guild power, 100 level 700 members. Guild technology, electric field proton bomb, heavy thunder fission device, stellarator reactor, gravitational polarized beam effect. Issued by the Mechanical Labyrinth Guild. Only 1,000 application cards are issued per year. You can view general info about the Mechanical Labyrinth Guild. With this card, you qualify to apply to join the Mechanical Labyrinth Guild. Top-tier guild application card. Auntie, who's that friend of yours anyway? Sujo asked, looking at her. This tiny, plain-looking card is super rare outside. You can't buy it even with money. Tons of guys are chasing your aunt. This is nothing. Zhang Xue flipped her hair with a flick of her hand. Looking super pleased with herself, Sujo automatically ignored that brag. Even though his aunt is really pretty, maybe because they're family, he just thinks no guy would want a lazy woman like her. After dinner, Sujo went back to his room, getting ready to check out general info on the Mechanoid City Guild. He knows joining a top guild comes with tons of perks, but he has no idea what those perks are exactly. Right now is the perfect chance to find out. Before this, Sujo's impression of guilds mostly came from his class group chat. All his former classmates have already graduated from college. Regular college graduates look for regular jobs, while job changer graduates need to find a guild to join. If a classmate got to work for a level 5 guild, they'd be 100 times more excited than people getting into grad school in the old days. And now he can get into a level 12 guild. That's insane just thinking about it. After a bunch of searching for info, Sujo found stuff online about the general details of the Mechanoid City Guild. No wonder all the job changers out there are fighting to get in. When Sujo saw this, he couldn't stop sighing in amazement. The public listed benefits of this guild are already insanely good. On top of that, this guild is already affiliated with Tianlong Kingdom state-owned enterprises. As long as you join, you've got a guaranteed ironclad job for life. The best part is, members of the Mechanoid City Guild get great protection for their personal safety. Might as well apply for this top domestic guild tomorrow. After Sujo finished reading all the info online, he came up with this idea: the stat boost aura from a top guild would be stupid not to take advantage of. Before he knew it, it was already late at night. As the stars shifted in the sky, the moon rose and fell. The next day, the sky turned pale gray at dawn. Sujo got up and made breakfast. His lazy bum of an aunt definitely hasn't gotten up yet. Just like always, he didn't wait for her and started eating first. Huh? Why are today's top headlines so weird? Sujo was eating breakfast while scrolling through the news. The news headlines on the screen looked really familiar. Shock: Goblin exam secret realm collapses. Cause: someone used an awakening ultimate skill. Our editor breaks down all the sins of goblin monsters. Head of the Death Knight spotted at Black Rock Volcano. Mysterious expert's bullets are as powerful as nuclear blasts. 100 win streak, I'm the king. Whole internet begs for contact info of curse expert Yida Shi. Foreigners show you the world. Big news from Tianlong yesterday. See how foreign job changers are reacting to it. Cyber monster from Baisu Tiancheng appears in Witch Forest. Battle between monsters ends in self-destruction. All these news stories took over. The top spots on every major platform. Even all kinds of influencers and marketing accounts are jumping on the trend of these stories. There's even a video of me piloting a mech. Sucho was shocked and clicked on this trending news story. After reading the content, he realized someone had filmed him piloting Cyber Guanyin back then. And the combat mech he was piloting was actually mistaken for a high-tech monster from the Celestial Realm map. Damn, all this online chatter is about me. Sujo complained silently to himself, then shifted his gaze to the comment section. All the netizens are talking about the mysterious gun god from yesterday's news. Sujo's insane performance yesterday was quickly posted online and blew up in no time. Even the gear setup he used yesterday has become a trend starting today. Sujo then looked at other news stories and found that many guilds and organizations have sent him recruitment offers. Public opinion, both domestically and even on foreign sites, has completely exploded. As the person involved, Sujo couldn't help feeling secretly pleased. But the bigger the fuss gets, the calmer he becomes. There are probably a lot of people trying to find him right now. Most domestic experts have good intentions, but foreign forces will definitely try to find him in secret. No foreign force will allow a top-level job changer to appear in another country. Even though Sujo has awakening skills, he doesn't think he can beat the top experts in this world. He estimates the current power of his awakening skill is at least at the 8th or 9th job transfer power level. That's not enough to keep him safe no matter what happens. One of the 3 top guilds in Tianlong Kingdom is the Mechanoid City Guild. It has over 100 experts above level 700. Even with that, Tianlong Kingdom's overall power in the world only ranks 3rd place. Bear Country and Eagle Sauce Country have even more job changer experts. I still need to raise my power level as fast as possible. Sushu muttered this plan silently in his head. Since the guild is connected to his aunt's friend, he won't be treated badly even if he joins. I've done my 2nd job transfer now, so I can check what stronger skills I can learn. Sujo remembered this important thing before leaving home. The skill tree unlocked after the 2nd job transfer has more powerful skills available. 2nd job transfer class, Myriad Gunner, has way more all-rounded skill options. Sujo slowly opened the skill tree, and a brand new awakening skill appeared. The Mechanoid City Guild has branches in all major provinces across the country. Even Jiangchuan City is no exception. Sujo arrived at the area where the Mechanical Labyrinth branch is located. What came into sight was the imposing, magnificent mechanical castle-style building. The exterior of the mechanical castle looks like the head of an ancient mechanical giant. The 2 chimneys at the top of the building keep billowing white steam. The Mechanical Labyrinth Guild. As the name suggests, it's closely tied to tech punk. According to online rumors, this mechanical castle can actually turn into a mechanical giant. No one knows if that's true or not. The guild isn't open yet right now, but surprisingly, a lot of people are gathered at the guild entrance. These people are dressed in fancy clothes, so they clearly have high status, but they still have to wait at the entrance. After asking around a bit, Suju found out many of them are famous celebrities and rich people from Jiang province. They want to pay a huge sum of money to get their newly graduated kids into the guild, even if it's just as a peripheral guild member. No wonder the annual military budget of Mechanical Labyrinth is way over 1 trillion. Sucho suddenly realized every year, countless rich people rush to give money to this guild, but the guild has strict requirements. Even if rich people pay the money, there's no guarantee their kids will get accepted. Hey buddy, you here to join Mechanical Labyrinth too? A skinny stick figure, information broker struck up a conversation with Sujo. He saw Sujo wearing a limited edition accessory bracelet and figured he must be super rich and wanted to buy his way into the guild. What's up? Suchu noticed he was staring at his bracelet. Is this guy trying to rip me off? I got some inside info. We can talk more if you're interested. the skinny man said. What inside info? Can you spill a little first? So I can see if it's worth it. Sucho was curious and spoke to him in a low voice. Look, you're handsome and rich. You probably graduated from a top university too, right? Looking for a guild to join? Let me tell you a secret. Several elders of the Mechanical Guild have kids and grandkids who graduated from Imperial Military University this year and are starting to join the guild. If you join the guild now, you'll probably work with these second-gen officials. Your family's got money. They've got power. You two would be unstoppable together. I got some insider tips for getting accepted. You just pay a little fee, and I'll share the info with you. The skinny man rubbed his index finger and thumb together as he spoke. What he said wasn't a lie. Even elders' kids have to start from the bottom. If elders' kids could become elders directly, no guild member would accept that. Joining the guild this year really means you might run into those elders' descendants he mentioned. Not bad info, but it's not worth paying for. After getting this free tip, Sujo waved him off politely. He had an application card anyway. He only asked out of curiosity earlier. Fine, I'll go ask other people then. The skinny man looked a little annoyed, but he didn't say anything else. Everyone here today is rich and famous. He's just an info broker. He can't afford to mess with anyone. Soon the doors of the mechanical castle slowly opened, and 2 guild members walked out wearing full, legendary-grade gear. The 2 guild members looked extremely arrogant. The so-called rich and famous people were nothing special in their eyes. Those with an application card or an invitation from a guild member may enter the guild first. If you want to get an admission qualification by sponsoring our guild, you need to present your sponsorship plans later. I'll be in charge of the first review. As soon as he finished speaking, most people present took out their sponsorship plan lists, hoping to impress the Mechanical Labyrinth Guild. The small number of people with invitations entered the Mechanical Castle first. Hey, sir. My inside info includes the sponsorship projects that Mechanical Labyrinth Guild needs most right now. Buy this info from me and you'll definitely get in. If it doesn't work, I'll even give you a full refund. Elsewhere, the skinny man pulled a middle-aged, wealthy man to the corner and whispered, I just want to know if it works. I can easily afford the little money you're asking for. The middle-aged man frowned slightly and sized him up to see if he was reliable. My info is 100% real, the skinny man promised, patting his chest. Fine, I'll buy it. The middle-aged man thought for a moment and finally bought the inside info from him. Great! You really know what's up, sir. There was a young guy earlier who had no clue how hard it is to get into the Mechanic Maze Guild. Just wait and see, all right? Anyone who didn't buy my intel will definitely fail to get into this top-tier guild. The skinny monkey-looking man glanced at Sujo, then took out his intel courier and handed it to the man next to him. Is that the young guy you were talking about? The middle-aged man followed the other's gaze, pointing at Sujo, who was walking to the guild entrance. Yep, that's him. He's the only young guy who doesn't know how hard it is to join a top guild. The skinny monkey also took a quick glance. The middle-aged man nodded in response. In the sight of the 2 men, Sujo walked up to the guild entrance and pulled a black card out of his storage bracelet. The guild member guarding the main gate caught sight of the card instantly. His arrogant look switched to respectful in a split second. Sujo walked into the Mechanic Maze Guild with ease. What's that card in that young guy's hand? Didn't you say he couldn't get in? The middle-aged man looked totally confused as he stared at the intel broker. The skinny monkey man was stunned on the spot. The courier he was about to hand over shook in his hand and fell right to the ground. But black gold application card. Holy crap! Who the hell is this kid? The skinny monkey was so shocked his jaw almost hit the floor. As someone working in the intel industry, of course he knows the Mechanic Maze. Guild gives out application cards every year. What outsiders don't know is, these application cards are tiered by color. The black application card represents the highest tier. Anyone who owns this card must have a really good relationship with top members of the Mechanic Guild to obtain it. What's wrong? The middle-aged man snapped him out of his trance. Nothing at all. The skinny monkey awkwardly picked up the intel courier and handed it over, then immediately made up an excuse and bailed. The skinny monkey thought Sujo was a descendant of one of the guild elders, so he just wanted to run away as fast as possible. selling intel to a member of the guild's inner circle. He's lucky they didn't kill him on the spot. Once inside the mechanical castle, Suju noticed the robots inside, granted him really high access permissions. Other people who entered the guild with invitation letters didn't get this kind of treatment. Suju took out the black card in his hand and was full of doubts. The guild application card his aunt gave him felt more like an SVIP card. Welcome to Mechanic Maze Guild. All the tasks on this screen are the assessments you need to complete to join. You can pick tasks based on your own ability, of varying difficulty levels. Complete any one of these tasks and you can officially join our guild. If you choose a harder task, you'll get more guild points when you complete it successfully. The guild's recruitment lead addressed the crowd in front of him about the entry requirements. All these people got their entry qualification via invitation letters or application cards, but they still need to prove they are capable of completing tasks independently. Mechanic Maze never carries dead weight. After everyone present agreed to the rules, they immediately started checking the task board above. On a huge holographic electronic wall, there were countless task tokens. Each token had a skull icon in the bottom right corner, ranging from 1 to 10 skulls. The more skull icons there are, the harder the task is. There's even a task to solo hunt the Golden Griffin Lord in the northwest. That task is way too dangerous. That's nothing. There are even tasks to fight off evil spirits here. Evil spirits are extremely powerful. You could easily get killed doing those. Complete any task at all, and you can join the Mechanic Maze Guild. So basically all tasks here are either hard or super hard. Probably only geniuses from top military combat universities can finish these super difficult tasks. We have to try no matter what. It's a top-tier guild after all. We can't miss this chance. My family spent a ton of effort to get me an invitation letter to the Mechanic Maze Guild. I have to give it a shot no matter what. The over 30 young people who came in, both male and female, took a deep breath to hype themselves up. There's no way to cut corners here. People with poor talent can't go any further. Only the most talented are qualified to officially join. While everyone was still hesitating, one task on the board was taken first. Everyone looked at the holographic screen. A 10-skull difficulty task had been claimed. Task objective: head to the northeast border. Work together with local guild members to fight off the evil spirit invasion. Coordinates: 21542870. Difficulty: 10 skulls. For ordinary people, this task is basically a death sentence. All the young people present looked on in awe, looked at Sujo, who just took the mission. He calmly approached the relevant staff to confirm details. Great, here's your temporary guild ID badge. You'll head straight to the northeast border via the teleport array later. The staff at the branch over there will tell you what you need to do next. The guild's recruitment head spoke with a tone of admiration. No wonder you hold the highest tier black application card. The earliest and hardest mission of the day has already been taken by him, since there's a guild branch over there too. If I finish the mission, I can turn it in directly there, right? Sujo asked casually before he left. Of course, as long as the branch staff are available. The head gave a positive reply. Sounds good, Suju nodded silently. He planned to take the indoor teleport array to his destination. Sujo originally wanted to quietly mooch off guild benefits and lay low to grind for power, but he quickly realized that if he kept too low a profile, everything he did would be restricted. These guild missions aren't impossible to complete. As long as you're a good class changer, you can pull them off. After all, the guild's main goal is to recruit talented people. It's not actually trying to make things hard for new recruits. Realizing this, Suchu decided to take the high-difficulty recruitment mission after leaving the mechanical castle. Before heading to the northeast border of Dragon Country, Sujo walked to an empty corner and opened his status panel. He quickly pulled up his awakening skill tree. Now's the perfect time to learn new awakening skills. Sujo smiled relaxedly. He checked the skill tree at home earlier, but only glanced at it roughly. He hadn't learned any yet. The main reason was he thought he'd figure out what he needed after visiting the guild, then unlock the awakening skills. My current awakening skills are enough for now. I should unlock some support skills first. Sujo looked at the other skills, unlocked from the skill tree. Second class promotion, Myriad Gunner. Compared to the first promotion's 9 Sky Gunner, it has way more support skills. Heaven's Eye passive. Your eyeballs will be modified into Heaven's Eyes. You can observe targets from extremely far away. You can ignore level differences, ignore hidden information, and view any target's information. Cost 500 million purple gold coins to learn. Hell yeah, another passive skill? And it doesn't even consume mana. Sujo thought mechanic was such a convenient class. Modifications like this are permanent and work forever. This is super convenient for someone like me, who's still at the second promotion stage. When you level up in the second promotion, the cost of awakening potions goes up too. Suju noticed the purple gold coin cost, listed at the end. He currently has over 1.3 billion purple gold coins in his account. That's enough to learn 2 skills. Sujo immediately started picking out the support skills he wanted. Soon he found another super useful skill for himself. Bullet time. All objects will appear slower in your vision. When you activate it, you can choose how much mana to spend per second. To get the corresponding slowdown multiplier, cost 500 million purple gold coins to learn. That's an amazing skill for both dodging and attacking. Sujo was really impressed with this support skill. This so-called bullet time is just like the slow bullet effect from the movie The Matrix. His current mana recovery rate is 100 points per second, which means he can make all surrounding objects slow down 100x in his vision for free. Normally, even slowing a video down to 0.5x speed feels crazy enough. 100x slowdown is insanely overpowered. Plus, when he gets stronger, he can increase the slowdown multiplier even more. As long as he's powerful enough, even the fastest light in the entire universe will be as slow as a snail in his eyes. Is this the charm of the Myriad Gunner class? If I get my 3rd class promotion, will I get even more interesting class skills? My stats will skyrocket by then too. Sujo's heart was beating fast. Most classes get stronger the more you promote them. My starting line is already higher than other people's finish line. When I reach the max level, how powerful will I be? He arrived at the edge of the city. There was a dark black wormhole in the void. This is one of the city's teleport array zones. Lots of people were waiting around. The next teleport batch was about to start. Where would you like to teleport to? Depending on the distance, we will charge you a certain fee. The teleport staff asked, I have this, can I get a free ride? Suchu took out the temporary ID badge. The Mechanical City Guild gave him. It's not that he didn't want to spend money. He just noticed that this teleport zone had the Mechanical City Guild logo posted up, even though he hasn't officially joined Mechanical City yet. But I'm pretty much a half member of the guild. Sujo wanted to check the guild member perks he came across online before. Let me take a look. The teleportation staff checked his ID badge first. Wearing a warm and friendly expression, the teleportation array will activate in 5 minutes. Just wait a moment, all right.